Hello.
Daniel Ira.
How are you, Coach?
How are you, Daniel Ira?
I'm good. I'm good, good, good.
How is everything?
Everything's good. How about you? How's
Very
your
good.
day?
Day has been good, thank you. Um,
Okay. How was your lunch?
Lunch has been great, thank you.
Your morning?
Morning was great. Great, thank you.
Okay, that's awesome.
Trying to get a color out. How about you?
Good. Good,
Yeah,
good. Everything's great. Yes.
I saw something you posted
Yeah.
this morning.
Yeah, I was to be honest, I was a little nervous.
Why
I've
is that?
cuz I mean, we've had this project for 3 years.
30 years, yeah?
30 years. Yeah, it's been 30 years.
Yeah.
No, but I've always been, I mean, I've been here in the live streams,
Yeah.
but before that, I was like in the behind the scenes. So I've never recorded like a voice, how do you call
Voiceover?
voiceover, yeah.
Yeah.
And I've never recorded myself working.
Right.
I know you know this, but
Mm-hmm.
I had, and I have the number of hours.
How many
It's
hours?
16 hours of recordings, which is
Oh,
stupid.
not really.
It's too much. I mean,
I don't think
I
so.
ended up doing a video that's 1 minute, and I almost like I was recording as if it was like documenting
Who?
like I was gonna do a movie.
Doesn't matter. I mean,
No, 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 but it's like a learning thing. I mean, because I want to do this um more
often.
frequently, yeah, more often, but I had
So
no
did it
idea
take you?
how to.
So
So
did it take you 16 hours to do the whole whittling?
yes and no.
Okay.
Because I also did like cutting the wood. I also did all the process of like drawing it.
Yeah.
Sometimes I was like recording, carving, and then there was an interruption.
Okay, so it
So
would be more than that then.
no less.
Why
Because,
so?
for example, there was a video.
Uh
I
huh.
mean, I was recording the video, and Chili, I don't know, she had to eat or something. So I
Okay.
would step out to give her food, and I would come back,
It
but
was
I
still
didn't
recording.
pause the,
Okay.
yeah. So it was less than that.
Okay, but
And some
would you
days I
15
didn't.
hours maybe then?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
It I've always said that I'm a very slow worker.
But now that I think about it, I don't know. I don't know. All I equated is to, yeah, I mean, I roughly know how much I would work on like, let's say, larger paintings. But if I was painting like a two session, if we were painting like a two session live painting, I mean, not accounting for breaks, but we had two 7 hour sessions. So um, we didn't do a ton of those. We would do like daily 7 hour sessions, but I certainly did like two 7 hour sessions, which would roughly be 14 hours, which would roughly be, around, I don't know, 12 hours maybe,
Yeah.
at 12, essentially painting. But um, I don't think, yeah, I don't think you're slow or it's like too much
No, no,
or,
no. But in my head, I mean, now that I've edited the video,
yeah.
I know that I don't have to record every single thing, but I
Well,
can, because it was also uncomfortable for me,
yeah,
because I had to have the camera, and sometimes I have had to work in the details. So
right.
I would have to like twist my head to be able to see it,
Yeah.
because I wasn't able to see it. And now I know that I can be uncomfortable for a little bit
Yeah, the
and
pains
then
of
pause.
recording.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, and now that you're talking about the time,
Yeah.
there's some times that I just couldn't physically record
Okay.
because I needed to be super close. So
Yeah.
around 16,
So that's really
give or
good.
take.
Yeah, that's really good. I wouldn't have expected it to be. Or not even like more or less. It sounds great. It sounds, you know, that's, yeah. I think that I don't know. I think that that's like I think that even though you're surprised by having so many hours of footage,
Yeah, because it's
uh,
not surprised with the hours of work, but of footage. Because it's crazy to edit a 16-hour video
oh yeah,
and
that
to turn that
that's
into 1 minute. That's
well,
why I'm
yeah,
saying that's unnecessary to record that much, but it was part of my like my first time doing something.
Right.
So I just learned that I don't have to have so much footage because then it's not gonna like I wouldn't be able to storage all that in
Yeah.
my computer or
Yeah,
in
I would
my
say like
phone
in
or
terms of
whatever it is.
efficiency
Yeah.
of like handling data, yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
But in terms of like just seeing or being conscious of how much work goes into something and just seeing like every single moment of that process take place, I think that's really cool. I think
Yeah.
that's awesome. Yeah, it's more like a technology problem than it is a, you know, I don't know, than any other sort of problem because we start to think about, okay, well, processing all this data is going to be annoying. Storing all this data is super heavy and it's annoying. Copying all this data, like, it's more in terms of like, oof, my computer is going to be fuming if
Yeah.
I want to process all of this stuff, rather than just thinking like, well, that's really cool. I have like tons and tons of hours of what it meant to do what I do, which I think is awesome. So
Yep.
yeah, in my eyes, I think that you, I mean, what you did was perfect. It was just recording. It's really wonderful to record almost every single beat of making something.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, and then the other part is the part where you have to land and be on Earth again and say, "Wow, I have gigs and gigs of data. How do I deal with these
Yeah.
things? And how
Because
do
I
I?"
don't know if you remember, but I mean, I even had some other recordings
Yeah,
in the camera,
yeah,
but I wasn't able to use those because I didn't realize I was recording in 4K.
mm-hmm,
So I was trying to like put all the videos in the computer
yeah.
and I had no space. And I
No,
didn't, I was like, what's going on? Why do I have like so many, like, I don't have so many things in my computer, so I don't have space for it.
yeah.
And then I
We
realized
don't have a setup that's
I
big enough
had
for that.
4K. No, and it's like 1 terabyte, terabyte. I don't know how
Okay.
to say that.
Yeah.
But I
Tera.
couldn't even like fit
Yeah. No.
because of the 4K
We
because it's
don't
like
have no. We
crazy
don't have the setup to
heavy.
do
So
any of that. Like,
it's like a learning curve.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
I realized tons of things that I can make different in
Yeah.
the next videos to come because I hope there's
Awesome.
many
That's I'm sure
videos to come.
I'm going to
So
be, super happy to see them and I'm sure people are going to be very happy too.
no, and I'm very grateful because people have been so kind with all the
Super cool.
messages. So
Yeah.
I am really enjoying seeing people enjoy the video.
That is
So
awesome. That's wonderful. I'm
yes,
very happy for you.
yes, I was very nervous, but I'm
Mhm.
happy now.
That's excellent. It's always weird to take that little first step.
Yeah,
It's life is full of those little first steps
yeah,
for everything, and it's always super scary. So it doesn't matter how experienced you are or how novice you are. It doesn't matter. Like they're always kind of scary. So
yeah. And I have to say, there's no better
call
piece.
Saul,
What?
call Saul.
Bleh. There's no better piece to get started with this like workflow that I'm
Mm-hmm.
hoping to have
Mm-hmm.
than having a little piece with chili.
That's perfect.
So
Yeah,
it
it's
means
beautiful. Do you want to show it? Do you want me to show it? Do you
if you
want?
want to, yeah, I have it here.
So you can show it first because it's your
Oh, but
piece, of course,
no, but
and then
people
I'll show
can't
it
see
like
it
more
here.
detailed. No, but with you there,
Maybe
they
they
can have
can
a sense of
see
scale.
the yeah, because you can see my finger, maybe my pinky.
And Danny has minuscule pinkies.
I am petite,
Petite.
so
A petite pinky. But show it right next to you so
petinky.
that they can.
That's how you call them.
Petinky? I don't know.
No,
That's
that
kind of
sounds like
kinky.
kinky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a little
but next to
OnlyFans
me,
ish.
how? I don't know. Like,
I know, yeah, 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 yeah.
no, I mean,
It's
there
just
you
that the
have it.
scale is so beautiful. And I can show it here. Is it okay?
Yep.
Like, is the angle okay?
Yeah, I mean, I have to say it's very complicated to,
Yeah, it's like two phalanges.
pero más hacia abajo es que está.
Phalange. Más hacia abajo?
O sea,
Oh, okay.
ajá.
Like that?
Mhm. Yeah, so there you
So I'm
can see it.
resting. Now I'm resting it on the paper.
Yeah, it's better that way, I guess. It's I mean, it's complicated to get all the details because of the light.
Sure, it floods
Yeah,
the sculpture a little bit, washes it out a
yeah,
little bit, but
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's gorgeous.
Thank you.
Oh, they're absolutely gorgeous. You know that I've always been a fan of what you do.
Thank you.
Yeah, and so for people that don't um understand it, this was not a separate piece. This was, she started with this. She started here
Yeah.
and she ends up here.
Yeah,
So
but I
it's a
have to
block.
say
It's a
this,
solid
and you know
block.
this, for the first time, I added something to the wood,
Yeah,
and
but
it
it's
was the
because you had
braid.
like a little accident,
Yeah,
sadly.
well, I caught part of it, but I realized that I could have, because in the reference that I took the photo, I
Yeah.
had the braid inside the jacket,
Yeah.
but I realized having the braid outside would balance it more.
Perfect.
So I
Yeah.
decided to add the braid.
Yeah. I mean, that's not even close to like something that you have to admit to, but
No, it's not admit. I mean, I was
well, you said
even
I have
proud.
to admit, but
Okay,
okay.
no,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
very proud of it because
Yeah.
it
No, it's
was
amazing.
crazy complicated to
It's amazing. And
just try and fit the braid.
at this
So
scale, every decision is just crazy. Cuz any little like flick of the hand or just difference in pressure, I'm guessing the wood is somewhat homogeneous in terms of the pressure that you have to make.
yeah, kind of, but sometimes I
Sometimes
mean it
do you
depends
get
on the
like
wood, but
knots or
sometimes you get
a
like a
little
little
knot?
knot, yeah,
Yeah, because
or
I'm
like a
on this
go,
scale, like it just I'm just thinking like you're just taking like like a subtle piece out and then suddenly ooh,
yeah,
that has to be like heartbreaking.
yeah. That has happened to me,
I don't know. It's
and it's
absurd.
terrible when you're getting like into the very details of it. So
Yeah.
if you're trying to do the nose,
Yeah.
like the ¿cómo se dice la fosa?
Uh
Nostril,
the
maybe
nostrils,
the
yeah.
nostrils,
Yeah.
and you like push a little bit more, and then you have no nose
I
or
mean,
no nostril, and there's no way
yeah.
to fix it. So
Yeah, I can see you actually did nostrils,
yeah,
which
it
is
has
insane.
nostrils,
I mean, the nose is I mean,
and you can
Jesus
see
Christ.
the chili. Chili has the
The head is
nose.
like a fingernail. That's crazy. Yeah, Chili has like a little break on the nose, like
Yeah,
a little.
and the little lips. If you
Yeah,
go
yeah,
to
yeah,
the side, you can see the little lips
yeah.
of chili.
It's amazing.
Thank you.
I really love the back. So simple, but it has like super, just harsh kind of mark making that I
Hmm.
really love.
Yeah, it's more like
Really nice.
blocked.
Yeah,
I don't know how to say it.
yeah,
Yeah,
I
but
love that.
yeah,
It's amazing. It's
I thank you.
yeah. I have no idea how you do these. Like my brain can't really wrap itself around the idea of just starting with a block and then just I don't know. I have no clue how to do that. That's crazy.
Thank you. So yeah,
No.
I was very happy to
Yeah?
share it with everyone.
Yes.
And as I was saying, I hope there's way more to come.
Yeah, I'm
So
sure people really in our community they really appreciate you being generous with your
no,
process.
and I really also appreciate the fact that there were a lot of people here in the streams
Yeah.
that were pushing me, but in the best way,
Yeah.
to also upload things of my process.
Yeah.
And I was always debating because I was thinking, I mean, if I do it in a stream, your timing and my timing of work, it's
Mhm.
very different.
Mhm.
Because, I mean, you can finish a painting and I'm just like cutting the block,
Mhm.
like in a session that you paint, because I am very slow.
I
As
don't
a, well, I have a different
but
working
yeah. Yeah, I would say
time.
it's apples and oranges.
Yeah.
It's just that.
So it wouldn't fit that format. But
It
also
could
there
if you
could be
wanted to.
longer videos, but I was debating between longer or shorter videos, and I'm happy that I found like a happy medium where I
Yeah.
can talk about the things I want to talk
That's great.
and share a little part of it.
Yeah,
So,
that's great. I still think that if you wanted to do it at some point, who cares? Like, and if somebody said, "Oh, what are we doing today?" "Oh, we're gonna do a nose that's about this big for the
and
during
you're
the
just
3 hours."
gonna see my head.
Yeah, it's like great. I don't know. I mean, people watch other people do things that are just kind of
I mean, there's
pointless, or
streams of people sleeping, so I
there's
get what you're
streams of
saying.
people eating. There's
Yeah.
streams of people playing games, but not really advancing in the games. Just like doing whatever it is they want to do. I don't know. That like farming. Have you ever watched somebody farm in a game?
I did.
It is doing the
You
same
know
thing
when?
1,000 times.
When we were playing
Yeah.
our video game where we have our
Oh, you
platinum.
farmed a lot for
Yeah.
SpongeBob. Yeah, I
And
remember.
we looked for the best place to farm.
Yeah, yeah.
And we farmed and farmed and farmed
Yeah, it took us about like an hour, over an hour, I feel. More
because
than
we
that.
wanted to get the platinum.
Yeah.
So
So people watch that.
I watched it.
People watch that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
So it doesn't like the best thing to do is to never think that we know or anyone knows what people want to watch.
No, I was trying to get to a point where I felt comfortable with what I was sharing
Mm-hmm.
because I also feel that when you are creating something, it's good to think what you would like to consume and how would you like it. Like, if it was someone else, would you watch that video? I always think like that. So, I want to do something that I would watch.
Okay.
So, I felt like I feel like I got to a point where I did something that I would watch. So,
That's perfect.
yeah.
That no, but I'm very happy, proud that you went ahead and did that. Um, I would love to see more whenever you have the time or whenever you feel it's right that you want to post anything. That's awesome. Yeah, I just think it's awesome. We all have a ton to learn about those processes. So
Thank you.
I loved it. So
Thank you.
no, thank you for sharing. That was
No,
awesome.
you're being too
No,
kind. Thank
no,
you
no,
so
no.
much.
So mine is going to be a downgrade from what you did.
No, don't say that because I don't
Complete
like to.
downgrade.
No, I don't like to think about like comparing our work. I feel that
Complete downgrade.
your work is very different than mine. So I would
Complete
never want
downgrade.
to judge my work as a downgrade of yours or yours as a downgrade of mine because I don't like there's like as you were saying, pears and apples.
Yes.
Si se dice así, ¿cómo es?
That was an apples and oranges way of
Apples and
saying it,
oranges
but
or
yeah.
pears and apples.
Yeah.
You
Pines
can't.
and apples.
Yeah. Potatoes and bread.
Potatoes.
And bread.
Yeah.
I mean, they're both great, but you can't compare it. So I don't want to. I never want to understand your work and my work like that because I feel that that's why we can work together.
Yes.
So
So I'm going to do a complete downgrade
no, en serio.
of
No, don't say that. I don't know.
After Danny's awesome piece.
Mm-mm.
No, I'm going to do I want to get acclimated. Well, not acclimated, but because I'm not quite. It's not as if this is foreign to me. But I'm leaving on Saturday for a little over 2 weeks, and to do workshop on Rome in Rome. Rome workshops.
Yes.
That's what they're called. The Rome workshops, if anyone's interested.
They're amazing.
Yeah, yeah. I have nothing but awesome things to say about them, to be perfectly honest.
And Rome is a paradise.
I mean, Rome is Rome. So when in Rome.
Eat gelato.
I'm
sorry.
But I'm going to be painting from life during those 2 weeks. So obviously, I'm not going to paint from life today. But I am going to just go and do like a nude pose, academic pose, not full like academic pose. But I'm going to do a hopefully very simple painting in the sense that I don't want to get too elaborate with it. I want to just get like nice big shapes in the right place, and hopefully, the shapes and the decisions that I do with those shapes of colors will carry the painting. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't want to do I don't want to do a kind of linear drawing, like underdrawing before uh, going for the painting. I want to see if we can struggle a little bit, but it's always scary at the beginning, but it seems to also produce great results if you stick with it, if you fight through it. Um, by not having the drawing and just going for things, um, going for those masses of color, from the beginning. So we're gonna give that a shot and see how this goes today.
What palette,
What pollock?
what palette are
What
you gonna use?
bollocks? What bollocks? We're using titanium white, yellow ochre. This is Windsor red, so it's not cad red.
Mm,
It's a very close in hue, I would say.
mixing.
It's just like a little less saturated than cad. And then ivory black.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
So
Briley Moreno was saying, "Hi guys, happy Monday."
Briley.
And Briley was saying, "Yeah, Danny, awesome video and incredible carving. Thank you so much, Briley."
Awesome.
Oh, and when I was talking about the time that I spent on it,
Yeah.
I was looking at the reference video I took for the pose, and it was when you were in Menorca.
Oh, cool.
So it was about like 2 months that I spent on it. Because I
Okay,
was
off and on.
up, of course. Because also I had to wait until the
Wait.
wait, Nicolas, until the arm that I bought for being able to record
Yeah.
came.
Okay. So 16 hours, but
No, but that's why I'm saying more or less, because I know that there's way more
okay.
that I didn't document it with the phone,
20 hours.
and there's some parts where I was stepping out to eat
So
something or
16 hours.
something hours, let's say. Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter, but yeah, I don't know.
No, I always think that that's like a good thing to know for ourselves. It doesn't mean anything for anyone else.
Maybe for the next piece I do,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna try and I mean, not
Chronometric?
obsessively. Yeah, it's not like put a timer and no. Well, I always put a timer.
Yeah. That's like your argument just
But I
collapsed.
can kind of know,
It's
like I
I'm
have
not
a.
gonna time myself. You time yourself
I
every
time everything.
yeah,
I mean,
everything. All I hear
if
is
I'm.
alarms going off at every point
That's
of the
true.
day.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, even if I am, I don't know, drying my hair, I put
Anything.
every five
You
minutes.
put an alarm just to remember that an alarm is gonna go off.
No, every 5 minutes, so I know that
Alarm reminder
I've been
of
drying
alarm.
it for 5 minutes, and I have 5 minutes for this side and five for the other, and I'm
Oh,
done.
Jesus
Or
Christ.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But I can kind of put like a little note to
Mm-hmm.
know every single day how much I worked. Not to compare between days, but to kind of have an idea of how long it takes
Yeah, I think that's
for me. I mean, it doesn't
yeah.
have to
Oh, it
be.
doesn't. It's useless for anyone else. It doesn't matter. Like those things don't.
Yeah.
Like they're not a measure of anything.
No,
So
but I think that's very useful and interesting, and I think that happened to you when we started. What's happening with my English?
it's
When
never been
we
there.
Oh, gee.
I'm kidding.
When we started,
Uh huh.
when we started
Uh huh.
doing the edited videos,
Yeah.
because we had to do 20-minute recording,
27.
20,
Yeah.
yeah,
27
20,
ish.
yeah, and then we stopped, and 20 other 27 whatever minutes,
Yeah.
and I mean, it was like that for 5 hours that you painted, maybe 4 hours, 6 hours. It depends.
Yeah.
But
It was always different. I
yeah,
would
yeah, yeah.
feel.
But what I was
But
trying to say
yeah.
is that I remember we having conversations around how you started realizing what you did on 27 minutes.
Oh yeah.
So you
Very
could say,
conscious.
okay, the first 27 minutes I achieved this much, but then there were 27 minutes that passed and you were just like frozen there. Because
Yeah.
sometimes that happens. Or sometimes you realized, I mean, I remember that I would go to stop the video and you were like, is it 27 minutes?
Yeah.
I mean, time just like flew by. So
Yeah.
I
And there
think
were
it's
times
cool
that I
too.
mean, you wouldn't mean anything by it, but I remember you would say like, not it didn't happen often. Don't like this is not a bad thing. But I remember you saying sometimes like, "Oh, what did you do on this session?" Like you wouldn't be able to see it.
Oh, I'm sorry if I
No, 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 no,
said
no.
that.
That
That
actually
sounds
no, that
horrible.
actually helped me sometimes because I was like, what did I
No,
do?
I'm
I
sorry.
didn't do
That
any.
sounds
No, no, no,
horrible.
no.
Because
Again,
that
don't
happened
take
to
it.
me with
No,
some
no, no, no.
videos. I would see the video and it said 2 hours. And I would just see the first frame and then go to the last one. And I was like, wait, did
Wait.
I just like stepped away from the
Yeah, that
carving
was
for an
chilly.
hour?
That was the time that chili needed something.
Yeah. Cacaíto dice,
Kakara.
hola, hola, ¿cómo van? Feliz inicio de semana. Hola, mi cacaíto. Muy bien, ¿cómo está la caqueiro? ¿Qué cuenta la caqueiro?
Con la
Y
caquero
caqueiro
13.
dice, esa escultura está preciosísima, Dani, el video quedó espectacular también. Muchas gracias, mi cacaíto tan linda. Mm, Sofía Centurión dice,
Mm.
hola chicos, hi chat too, ¿cómo
Alcacholfa.
están? Hola Sophie, muy bien. ¿Cómo está
Alcacholfa.
el cachofi? ¿Qué está haciendo la Sophie? ¿De qué te ríes allá?
No, el cholfa.
Julia
Uy, tengo
Tovar,
antojo.
¿de alcachofa?
Mm,
Un poco prepotente.
Una, solo una de las idas a Roma pudimos, o todo el mundo, más bien, todo el mundo quiso sentarse como a comer en un restaurante del barrio judío
Ujú.
donde venden alcachofas y venden alcachofas al horno.
Ay, tú me hablaste de
Oh,
estas, pero esa vez no comimos.
no, 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 es que hay veces no tienen, o sea, es como, no, no hay alcachofas,
Pero trata de
pero
ir.
muy
Porque yo me
bueno.
acuerdo que cuando fuimos tú me hablabas de esas alcachofas, como,
No,
ay,
o
tenemos
sea,
que
tuve
probar.
una entrada de alcachofa, plato fuerte de alcachofa.
Qué delicia.
Sí, deliciosa, sí, es increíble. La verdad es una mega comida. No, bueno, no sé nutricionalmente qué tan buena sea.
Pero
Creo que eso debe
deliciosa.
ser como fibra y agua, o sea,
No, yo
no es
creo que es
nada.
bueno. A ver,
Pero,
googleemos. Rápido y ya.
yeah, how nutritious is an artichoke?
Well, I have the nutrition facts, but
Okay, facts.
no, like the table that you have in, como la tabla.
Oh,
So I don't know how.
but
So no,
short version. What
it's
do they say? It's
easier.
good,
This one. Do
good, bad.
artichokes have any health benefits?
Yeah,
And it says artichokes are a great source of fiber,
great. Yeah,
which
I imagine
promotes
that.
bowel regularity and
Yeah.
helps maintain weight,
Yeah, fiber was easy because you just taste it. It's just pure
and
fiber.
are full of vitamins and antioxidants that support your cardiovascular and immune system.
Okay, there we go.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't think it's like the best.
It says when giving a number of recommended artichokes, we could say that there is no exact number. Still, eating about 2 or 3 servings per week is recommended to leave room for other very beneficial foods.
Yeah, yeah. So it's what I sort of imagined. It's not like a miracle food, or it's not like one of those things, but it's pretty good.
High in
It's
vitamin C, I'm sorry, I'm just
there you go. No, no, keep
and
going.
K,
There we go.
as well as being an amazing source of folate, folate,
Folate.
folate, folate, no sé.
It's toothpaste. Folate.
Fatal. Iron and potassium.
There we go. Yeah, good.
One of the most antioxidant rich vegetables.
Oh, there
So
we
I hope you
go.
have one. You know what I'm hoping you have?
What's that?
You know that.
Gelato?
No, because you
Oh,
don't like
no.
gelato.
No, I mean
Gelato.
it's just not. I don't know. I'm just not I'm not big on ice cream. So
I told you that in Rome,
when in Rome,
when in Rome,
yeah.
I had the best pasta.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had.
I gotta ask David
I know the
if
name of the restaurant.
no, they know it. Like
Le Manin pasta.
oh, hey,
I'm in love with that pasta. I mean,
yeah.
I
I'll
follow
bring some for you.
I follow
I'll
them
sneak it into
in
the
on
plane,
Instagram.
and you can
so-
microwave it 8 days later.
I mean, if you could do that,
no, you can't do that.
I would love. No, I know you can't, but if you could, I would be so
Again,
happy.
It'll taste like hamburger helper.
You would
But
be in alerta aeropuerto because
yeah,
it smells so rotten that
yeah.
yeah.
It's like, sir, you do realize that you can't do this. It's her favorite restaurant. You don't
Yeah.
understand.
Even if it's
It's
my
her
last
favorite
meal, yeah.
restaurant. And she said I had to do it.
If I have to say, that's the best meal I've had. Period.
Oh, meal. Okay.
I mean, if I could decide one,
Yeah.
as we were playing when we were having lunch, if I could teletransport, ¿sí se dice así? No,
If you could, I don't know, how do you say it?
no sé.
Yeah, who cares?
No,
Transport.
how do you say that?
I don't know. I don't know. I think it's teletransportation. Yeah, if you could teletransport.
Teleport.
Teleport.
If I could teleport
I like
myself,
teletransport more.
teletransport
Yeah, yeah,
myself
yeah.
to eat
To eat something.
the best thing ever,
Yeah.
I would go there.
Great. That's
I
awesome.
loved it so much. It was like a tiny restaurant.
It was smallish. Yeah.
It took like 2 hours for them to
It was
get
a
our
long
food
way.
there.
Yeah, very Italian.
But
So
so
you
much.
just sit there.
I mean, it was worth the wait.
It was very good. It was very fresh.
And then I had
simple
gelato.
and very good.
What a dream of a life.
Just eating well.
Eating delicious food, yeah.
Yeah. For some people, that's the dream. Yeah.
I mean, it's not for me, but if it's that food,
I mean, it wouldn't be bad if that was your dream. Like, that's your dream.
so good.
It is. Yeah, it is good.
Bueno, Julia Tovar, no
Mhm.
sé por qué. Yo dije el nombre de Julia y nos pusimos a hablar. Ah, no, el de Sophie.
Yo interrumpí, sí.
Sí, sí, sí. Julia Tovar dice,
Yeah.
hola, hola. Dani, amé el video, hermosa la escultura y genial la edición. Muchas gracias, la Julia, tan bonita. Miguel Fonseca dice, hola.
Miguel.
Qué bonita tu escultura, Daniela, muy íntima y evocativa. Muchísimas gracias, Miguel. Ay, que es muy bonito recibir comentarios.
Y Miguel es muy generoso, muy amable. con
Ay,
sus
muchas
comentarios.
gracias, Miguel. Salt and Iron was
Mm.
saying, is this on unprimed oil paper?
Yeah. Not oil paper, just paper.
Mm-hmm.
Paper. Papier. Papel.
Ush.
I don't know.
Michael McEwen was
Michael.
saying, hi, Danny and Nicolas. Watched it. Was very good. Oh, thank you so much,
That's
Michael.
awesome.
Have
Have.
was saying, hello, hi, good afternoon.
It's 2 sessions with
Yeah.
Have.
Two in a row.
It's a sort of comeback.
Yeah. At the third in a row, we have to make a wish.
Third in a
It's gonna-
room. Yeah.
Oh,
You know.
yeah. Have was
Have
saying,
you.
hello, hi, good afternoon. Great job, Danny. Kudos. Si se dice kudos?
Kudos, yeah.
Kudos to you on that wood piece. It looks great. I thank you, Javi. Thank you so much. Andrés Garcés dice, hola, love your sculpture, Danny. Thank you so much, Andrés. Rosalind was saying, hi, everyone. Hey,
Rosalanzera.
Rosalind Dion.
Rosa Lanzera.
And Rosalind Sira was saying, Danny, I absolutely loved your video on carving. Thank you. Thank you so much. I don't know why I get so nervous when I receive compliments.
It's always uncomfortable, a little bit.
Like it makes me smile,
Yeah.
like genuinely smile a lot.
Yeah.
But then I
And-
feel uncomfortable because I can't like stop the smile, like cut the smile.
Yeah.
It's just like sitting in my face for long. So maybe I look weird when I receive compliments. So
Okay. Nobody was thinking that, but now they're gonna see how long your smile sits on your
like
face.
a
as you said
crazy
it.
person, yeah.
Yeah.
Ibrahim Salah.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I thought
What's that?
Salah, then I thought
Salah.
Liverpool
Always. Oh.
and Luchito,
Yeah.
the
They gave
new
him
number
seven.
7. So
Number 7 is his number. So
yeah, Ibrahim Salah
yeah.
was saying 3 questions.
Oh,
Okay.
Ibrahim is Ibrahim also? Yeah, Ibrahim is also like I think he's also a football fan. But we'll see.
I think not.
No,
No.
Ibrahim, just let us know. If you're not, just
Say no.
Keep walking,
It's
please.
okay. So,
So,
what stops me from painting is when I make a good painting.
mm-hmm.
What if the next one is bad? Or I
Yeah.
put so much pressure on myself wanting to paint to be good that it paralyzes me. How
Mm.
to deal with this?
Well, it's an irrational fear, right?
Hmm.
Because if you did the painting that you're now thinking was very good and you have a fear of the paintings that are to follow that painting, at some point you had to paint that painting.
Yeah.
So, how did you get to paint that painting that was
Hmm.
great? And then you realize nothing mattered. Like you just painted it. So the next one that's gonna be great, whenever it comes. In my case, it probably comes every like 200 paintings. I feel, but you just you just do it. You just keep doing it. So you give yourself a chance that it shows up. You work so that you give yourself the best shot of it showing up.
Yeah.
So don't worry. Like if you did one that worked, and you never questioned where that one came from or how that one came to be, and you're now thinking that the ones that come after it are the ones that are stressing you out, then it doesn't quite make sense, right? Because the one that was successful just happened. So yeah, let yourself just live through those opportunities of things happening or not happening. It doesn't, who cares? If it's a good one, it's a good one. If it's a bad one, you keep painting. And you're good. Don't put like this absurd amount of pressure because it just doesn't make sense. In the end, you realize that it's simple as that. It just doesn't make sense. So,
And I really get what Ibrahim is saying because I feel that there's a lot of people, including me, that have had that like fear, like
mm-hmm,
that imposter syndrome, kind of,
like I
where
was
you
lucky.
feel, yeah, like I did that, but I know I can't do that again. Like that
Right.
was, as you were saying, that was luck.
Yeah.
Like the painting just happened.
Yeah.
But you have to know that things just don't happen. Like the
No.
things you create, you are creating those.
Yeah.
So you have to believe in you because you're the one that did that piece that now you're saying is a good piece. So I think you said once, and that really stuck with me, and I really like that idea because I believe in that idea too. And it's the fact that you just have to keep working. Like when a good idea is going to come to you, it better come to you when you're working.
Yes.
Because then you're never going to know when you're going to have a good painting if you're not painting
Yep.
when that good painting strikes.
There you go. Like
So,
lightning. Yeah.
yeah. So, I mean, it sounds maybe easier said than done because
As
I know that
always. Yeah.
sometimes we can just like get super scared and feel like we're just blocked there.
Yeah.
But just keep doing things and keep doing and doing. And as you do more, the fear, maybe it's not going to go away, but it's going to be more manageable.
Yeah. It's not as crippling.
Yes.
You just get used to it.
Yes.
Still there, but you get used to it.
Yes. Ibrahim Salah. So the second question, it
Okay.
says, would you like to influence young painters
Oof.
so that they don't have Uribe style, but they have something of your influence on their artwork? Do you want to leave behind a mark on the painters?
No. Well, no and no and no. I feel. I don't know. First of all, I'm trying to figure out how I work, so I have no idea what it means to work like me. Every time I do something, it looks different from the thing that I just did. That's something super obvious about, at least obvious to me, that it just feels like my painting feels like a moving target constantly. It really does feel like something ever changing. So I wouldn't even know what it means to say that it
It's not
looks
like
like
the
my
school
work.
of,
Yeah, that it looks
yeah,
like my work. It just doesn't. I don't know. Doesn't make sense. No, and so superficially, like things looking like something else. While I do acknowledge that that has been part of, any sort of visual history. No, I would never be interested in any of that. It's just because I don't believe that that is relevant. I would love to. I think like I have a ton of students that paint nothing like me. I've had tons of people work, that I've been blessed to accompany with during their early careers, that their work is completely different from mine, and I always proud prouded no pride I always pride myself on thinking that I wanted.
Crowded?
Yeah, I don't know what I was gonna say. I always proud myself. I'm still
Pride.
It still sounds weird to use the word as verb, and I don't know. But I
Pride.
was always proud. I was always proud of myself to think that I could be invisible in an equation, like that I was just going to be, as I've always said, like a cheerleader. And I'm just always going to sense when you need my help and when you need me to push you. But I don't want to push you towards a direction. You have to figure that out. And I'll be there with you for
Hmm.
that. But I think that that's always been my place. At least that's always been the type of teacher that I've always wanted to be. But I don't care to pass along ways of working. I think it's been a blessing for me doing things that are just technically, let's call them obsolete, because so many people I could tell that they want to try it out, but their brains are so hardwired to painting appropriately that they go like, "No, I'm sorry. I just don't like it's fine that you paint that way, but I just don't want to try to paint that way because it's not I know that it's not good for the painting and not good for the substrate. So I can't let myself." And I love that because it's very quick that you realize that yeah, they are going to, we can have a conversation about painting,
Hmm.
but they're going to do their own thing because their thing, what they expect of painting is immediately and very apparent to them different from what I'm doing. Like it's great to establish those parameters very quickly that you go like, "Oh, I it's awesome that you're experimenting. I don't experiment that far." And that's great. I find that amazing. I find that awesome when I realize that people are like, "Yeah, I am not going to do this thing that you're doing because it's wrong." And I'm like, "That's awesome. Great." It doesn't speak about my painting being wrong. It just speaks about how far you're willing to go with, taking, let's say, chances, like technical chances, um, on your own painting. And that's great. We're all different. We're all completely different. So the fact that I'm doing something that some people may enjoy, but other people go like, yeah, pass. It's awesome. It's the best way to guarantee that people are still going to be like, yeah, I love to see your work because this is what I do with people that do things that I can't do or I'm just not really interested in doing. I'm going to be like, yeah, pass because that's not my realm, but I love that you are doing it. And I would love to hear you speak about your experience while doing it. I think that's awesome. I think that's fantastic.
And last question from Ibrahim.
Yeah, it's always like a 8-parter with
Yeah, I
Ibrahim.
have 38 questions.
Yeah.
So Ibrahim said, both your thoughts on marriage.
Oh.
How should one handle conflict in a relationship? So
Uh
I think that's two questions in one.
yeah,
And I also think that's very subjective. But
very. I,
um,
but
but if I could
first the thoughts on
say,
marriage. Yeah, yeah, please. And you please go first. But just so that I understood correctly.
so
First
thoughts
on marriage
on
and then
marriage
on
and how to handle conflict in a relationship.
okay.
So I would say that for me, I mean, my thoughts on marriage, for me, again, I mean, I said for me like
And you don't have
200
to.
times,
It's
but
pretty obvious that you're always going to speak for
no, but
your own perspective.
because I'm saying, like, I never dreamed with being married,
Mm-hmm.
but because of how I see marriage, I mean, I know that there's a lot of people that are very religious and they feel that marriage means something more. So they feel like they have to get to that point. But I feel that, I mean, I wanted to find someone that I love with all my heart and spend all my life with that person, and I did. And
Or
it's
chili
Nicolas. Okay.
with that chili.
And it's Nicolas. And
What?
for me, ¿qué
I'm
haces?
kidding. I'm kidding.
And for me, being married or not being married doesn't mean that our relationship is gonna like grow or it's gonna change. I feel that we are in the highest point of love that we could have, and love and respect and like camaraderie
Right.
that we could have between each other. So I feel like I don't need marriage, because marriage for me it's more of a like a contract thing you do, but it doesn't have nothing to do with love in my case. So I mean I was never the type of person that grew up dreaming with the day I would get married. So, and how to handle conflict in a relationship.
Do you want to do both, and then I'll do both, or do you want to do
Also, one and one. So,
one
your
and one?
thoughts on marriage then?
So I was married,
Mm-hmm.
and I got divorced, and then about a year after I got divorced, I met Danny. Um, I would say that, um, I mean, it's just that marriage, because you mentioned like a religious aspect to marriage, which is totally fine. But there's also a non-religious aspect to marriage. There are different cultures. Like there are incredibly different ways, depending on where you are geographically, culturally, that you can interpret marriage. So just saying marriage doesn't quite mean anything. Like it doesn't mean like a
Just one
monolithic
thing. Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
So no, but in the sense of like formalizing a relationship with the hopes of it being eternal. That I think that that's what people kind of mean by marriage, right? You formalize something, so and you hope that you can remain with this person for the rest of your days, right? Um, I would say that perhaps even in the best of relationships, you always, or even in the relationships that doesn't work. That's what I was trying to say. There's always like a hope that you can do things well, right? You do things well by the other person. You do things, well by yourself, like you're being honest with yourself. Um, there's always, I always give people the benefit of the doubt in the sense that if they are in a relationship, it's because they really want to be in a relationship. They want to grow with that person, and they want to become like better versions of themselves, and they want to go through life with that person. The thing is, sometimes those relationships, what we don't realize the moment that we step into that relationship, which I think it's totally fine to in retrospect, is that many times some relationships are finite. Like you're, I don't want to say this is like destiny or this is something that's like preconceived, but you then realize that you were supposed to be, you know, only for a very specific time during your life with that person. And great things can come out of that. Conflict may can come out of that, but a lot of love can come out of that. I think in my case, with my marriage with Samu and Fer's mother, the best thing that came out of that marriage was Samu and Fer. Like I really do believe that the world is better with them. You know, they are going to make this planet better. They are loving people, respectful people. So I think that, in a very sort of poetic way, I think that we were meant to be together so that these two little people can be part of this world and, lead like wholesome and happy lives. And I think that that's great. You kind of then realize that that was the objective of that relationship. But I also think that, I did hopefully, things right. But I'm sure that I did many things that I could have done better. But those things were the ones that set me up, as a human being to be open to meeting somebody like Danny. And then when I met Danny, I was like, okay, I think I'm ready to embark on a relationship where I've learned, where I can put to use all the things that I learned in my past relationship. And I kind of like, it's almost like life is telling you, you have another shot to see if you can be a better version of yourself for this person. And I think that that's what happened with me. It just it life gave me a chance, in a very unexpected place, because both Danny and I are like, you know chronologically come from different moments. So it was very, it was not a place where I was thinking that I could find that person, but we found each other, and it's been incredible. And I've I've noticed that, we set up like rules, not really rules, but it's almost like we set up like a rule set from the beginning of our relationship, which, for example, like honesty was our super, like,
It's like the
the
pillar.
pillar of our relationship.
Yes.
And because we set it up so early, and because we had to be incredibly honest to each other at the beginning, it just kind of eases a lot of the things that come after that. And what's awesome is that, like, I don't know why, I can't tell you why, but I can I when I think of Danny, I can envision myself just 20 years from now talking to Danny,
Yes.
or like 40 years from now. And it doesn't seem like super abstract. It seems like, yeah, this is a person that I think I can accompany, you know, um, through life, whatever that means. If it's 20 years for me and then it's 40 years for her, or it doesn't matter. But whatever life has in store for you, like, I feel I can go through life with her. But I don't think I really I don't believe in destiny or anything like that. Like, I don't believe that things are written before they happen. But I do think that you as a human being are only ready to experience certain things in life if you go through other things. And it's almost as if, I always say this jokingly, but I really do believe it. It's like Danny gave me a head start, and I had to go through, dumb things, and I had to be ready so that when we met, it's almost like we were at the exact same
Like
place.
ready for each other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I just needed more time than her to figure those things out. And Danny had clarity about those things very early on. And I didn't. I had to kind of like fumble my way through my path just to get to that place. And I think that that's quite awesome. That's I mean, it's not the right way to do it. It's not the wrong way to do it. It was the way that my life and her life intersected.
Yes.
It was just like we just happened to be at the right moment for each other when we intersected. And that's awesome. And if I could just kind of organically fall into arguing, was it arguing with
Confrontation. Yeah, but
confrontation?
can I
Well,
add just
confrontation. Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
yeah.
tiny thing?
Yeah,
Because I
sure,
wanted to add
sure.
something of what I think about marriage.
Yeah,
And I wanted to add that in my case, I don't feel like not being married means like a lack of commitment
right.
or being scared of commitment, because that's not how it is in my relationship. I give my 1,000% every day, and I know that I receive Nicolas 1,000%. And we are both very committed in making our relationship grow. And that's not something that marriage is gonna give us or take away from us,
No.
because we already have that.
Yeah.
And I do dream of forever with Nicolas. I mean, I dream having him in my life forever. And that's not
Ever and
something
ever.
that I have to like, because I feel that there's people that in their path, they need like the marriage to know that they're going to be there for that person until the end of time. And I feel that I don't need that because I know that I have you and you know that you have me. So, yeah, I
Yeah.
just wanted to add that. But
No, that's very, very
so
nice.
the other part of the
Um,
question says, how should one handle conflict in a relationship?
um,
And you were saying,
so we can say how we kind of handle it, and we obviously we're not, this is not a perfect way, because every day is just like a learning experience. But I feel that if I would have to describe the character of when we argue, because you are going to argue. You argue with the people that you love the most in life. You probably argue with your mother,
you
and
even argue with yourself
I argue
sometimes.
with
I
my
mean,
son and daughter.
yeah.
So arguments are not a measure of how much love there is between two people. It's the way you kind of attempt to navigate the argument, and the tone of the argument, and
Hmm.
how you speak to the person while you're arguing. So Danny and I, one of the things that Danny was super that I'm super grateful about meeting her was the kind of like the weight of words, I would say, which is something that, you would figure I should have kind of been more conscious of being like older. But no, I was always like a sort of a smart ass, and I do have like a tendency to have like a big mouth. So I would say things without thinking of how I said them or how I phrased them. And I would, say them and I would think like, well, it was funny. So it was, it was worth saying, or stuff like that. Or I would I always thought that if the tone was funny or good, or if it was obvious that I was being just funny or sarcastic or whatever, I was like, yeah, it's fine. If people don't want to like understand that I was being funny, it's their problem. But the truth is, like many times, it's not that there's something wrong with being funny or sarcastic. Like I still say stupid shit all the time. It's not as if Danny just had to edit what I am as a human being. No, 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 not at all. She has never censored anything I say. Um, but it's just that I had to gain a little more consciousness, and I had to like almost give myself an opportunity to learn what it means to like pick your words a little bit better, just a little bit better, like taking a little more time to just pick your words, like pick what you want to say and when you want to say it. I still fumble. I still, this is not at all demonstrative. Like I'm not demonstrative of somebody who's like really good at that. But I try. But what is obvious about me is that I try, which I think it's the only thing that you can do. So that, given that that's our also like sort of groundwork that we do when we argue, we sort of we're very conscious of what we are saying. Again, we're not perfect, but we are very conscious of what we're saying. Then chances are that you're not going to get to a point where you just kind of like explode and say something stupid that can be super hurtful that you
Mm-hmm.
can never take back, right? Because I think that I certainly think in my life I made those mistakes for sure. But I think that in the 7 years I've been with Danny, we've never, ever, ever had arguments where we just say something that we then go like, oh fuck, like
No, never.
I just said something. Like you maybe don't realize it, when you say it, but you realize it afterwards, and you go like, fuck, I just said something that was really hurtful. And then it's all about you owning up to what you say, or you having like a big enough like a big ego that you want to say like, no, fuck it, like that was the truth and I stand by it. And you can be like super proud about yourself. But no, I don't think that we have lived that together. And this is like the cool part. We've been together 7 years, so if it hasn't happened, I don't foresee it happening. Like
No.
I wouldn't understand my life taking me to a point where I can be disrespectful like that to her. So that's a good thing. That's a really, really good way to measure things, because you realize that you're way more solid, way more stable than in my case, than like my prior me, let's
Mhm.
say. So usually what happens in our arguments is that we will argue, but we're not screaming, we're not yelling, we're not,
No.
doing like, we're not doing anything like that, which is like, if that's the way anyone else goes about it, fine. Like that's, we're not here telling anyone how to lead their lives. Like you do whatever you do. But in our case, there's nothing quite like that. So it never kind of snowballs into something that is like, oh fuck, like this is, we're both going to regret this thing that we're caught in right now. No, it never happens, or at least it has never happened. But and it's not a thing that you go like, I cross my fingers, like I hope that it never does. No, I think this is something that you can totally control.
Yeah.
Like this is not luck. This is something that it's up to you and you can control it.
And
Like,
it's, I'm sorry I interrupted.
no, no,
I
no.
feel that it's now like an interiorized like dynamic in our relationship. So we know that we're not gonna get to that point. So
Yeah, yeah.
that's why we kind of know that that's not a confrontation that we're gonna have,
Right.
because we already know how to, like, how the dynamic is for both of us. And I feel that there's many people that have other dynamics. As you were saying, there's people that start arguing and they scream,
Yeah.
because they've already got into like the flow of that, and that being like their normal way to have confrontations.
Yeah.
So our normal is just talking
Yeah,
and
we try to make a
listening the
point
other. Yeah.
about the things like that we're trying. Like, I am very stubborn, so many times I catch myself just being stubborn, but I think it's important for me. Like, I'm not defending being stubborn, but it does speak about my willingness to just say, let me try to think this out. And usually I think out loud things. So I usually won't have things like super figured out when I voice them, but I don't want to be afraid of thinking out loud at all. And I don't want to be afraid of like questioning things at all, because
Mm-hmm.
I don't, that's not the person that I am. Like, I would never have been with Danny if she didn't, let's say, allow me, which is not like a cool way of putting it, but
Yeah.
if she wouldn't like respect me for questioning things, for having the ability to question things, I would not be with her.
Yeah.
Like, that's super easy for me to understand.
And that's
So
very valuable because it's like accompanied with what you were saying about the weight of words. Because
yeah,
it's not like you can, like, not you, Nicolas, but someone can use that as a shield, just saying, no, I was just like trying to figure out my mind out loud
yeah,
and just be rude to the other person and say horrible things and just pretend that it was okay because you were trying to figure out how you were feeling.
yeah. It's not a cop out. It's not a
Yeah.
get out of jail free card. Like, it's not. No, no. It's just I think we both kind of understand the tone of how we go about
Yes.
figuring things out,
A hundred
how we
percent.
go about trying to solve things.
Yeah.
Um, and we already kind of know each other, so it's more of like sometimes we'll just have an argument, and sometimes we sense that the best thing to do is to settle it super quickly,
Mm-hmm.
like just settle it and turn the page.
Yeah.
But like, settle it. Don't bury it like under the rug or
And really
anything.
turn the page.
No, just like settle it and keep going. Don't
Yeah.
go back to it. Don't be like, yeah, but this morning when you said, like, why are you doing that? Like, what are you trying to gain
Or
by
like
going back,
trying,
or
or
like,
like saying that you're okay,
yeah, but
but
not
then
meaning
just
it.
being like cold shoulder with the other
Yeah,
person. Because
or
then,
resenting the other person
yeah, because
for
then you're not really closing the argument.
right.
And
So I think that it's super important for us to
yeah.
like say, okay, let's deal with this now. We are super prone to doing that. Like,
Yeah.
it's way better to have like a smaller set of arguments that you deal with just constantly, because they don't become like threatening.
Yeah.
You're not afraid of them. You go like, okay, let's deal with it. We'll do this. We'll figure this right now. And then you realize that it's not what is worse, which is that the addition of those smaller arguments is just kind of buried deep, and then suddenly you'll have an argument about ketchup,
Mm.
and all these other arguments just bubble up,
Yeah.
and you're like, what the fuck are we like
Talking
even
about, yeah.
talking about? Like, this can't be about ketchup. But no, it's just that you went like, that was the last straw,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna bring everything out that I had inside of me at at this moment, which makes no sense. Like, it really that makes no sense.
Yeah. And
So
I would say that when you say that we are very quickly to resolve,
yeah,
that is very important for us. But I have to say that that doesn't mean, I mean, we do handle every confrontation we have, and we close that confrontation when we have it, but that doesn't mean that as soon as we are like a confrontation starts, we're going to sit down in that exact moment to talk, because I
no,
feel
no,
that there's different times that people need
yeah,
when there's confrontations. I'm the sort of person that I could just sit right there and talk about it.
and I'm not.
And I know that I could be okay. And know Nicolas, and I know that he sometimes needs time.
Yeah,
And that can mean, I don't know, maybe some hours, maybe a day. Well, not more
no,
than a
not really a
day.
day, to be
No, like
honest.
half a day. I don't know, some hours, let's say. But there's people that may need a day.
Yeah, yeah,
And I feel that it's important to understand that your time doesn't have to be the time of the other one, and
yeah,
just try to find like a middle.
yeah,
So, for example, I love to resolve at the moment,
yeah,
it's not cool for me if I had to wait for a week.
No, not at all.
But you that need time, it wouldn't be cool for you if I start like pressuring you to talk.
Right.
Because then I would just be like adding and adding to that confrontation in your head, like fueling the confrontation. So I just feel like you have to understand the time of the other person and just, as I was saying, trying to get to the middle. And the most important thing of that is, even if it takes little time or long time, just take the time to talk about the things and to
Yeah.
really close the arguments so it doesn't add up, as you were saying, that maybe you have a confrontation in the supermarket and you realize it's not about what happened in the supermarket, but something that happened 2 months ago
Yeah.
and was never talked about.
Yeah.
So I do feel that that's very, very important. And I would also add to that that it's important, at least for us, to not be afraid of confrontation because confrontation is a human thing.
Yeah.
If you put any two human beings, whomever they are, they're gonna disagree in many things,
Yeah.
and that's how it is. So it is good to have like a respectful confrontation, and if it's in a couple, in a relationship, it's important that that confrontation has like is received from the other person always with love and respect, because I have to say that I've never ever felt unloved in a confrontation with you.
Oh, me
And I
neither.
know it's the same the other way around. And I feel that that's very important. Because if you're disagreeing about a topic and you're just being rude about it, you can hurt the other person and you can make the other person not feel loved in that moment. And that's not the way it should be handled. So we always talk about the problems.
Yeah.
But I always know that when we talk, even if we are heated because of the confrontation, even if we are sad about something, mad about something, I always know that there's like love, that we're like standing in love and having that conversation in like a love sphere. I don't know how to explain it, but
Yeah.
it always
Love
feels
sphere
like, no, but it always feels like even if we disagree and you can be in the North Pole and I can be in the South Pole
in the love
with
sphere.
our ideas.
Just sounds like a great motel.
No, but
I'm
I'm trying
kidding.
to,
I'm kidding.
but I always know that the underlying thing is love and respect.
Yes.
So I know that whatever you say, it's not going to be ill intended
No,
for
no, no.
me and the other way around.
No,
So
I would never dream of hurting you with
n-
what I say or what
no,
I
me
do.
neither.
It
Ever,
doesn't. It
ever.
would never make sense for me
No,
to
no, no.
like hurt you. So I think that we both know that, from each other. So it just makes it easier to trust the other person, even though you're trying to figure something out. Because the one thing that you do know, you may not know how to figure this thing out that you're caught in, but the one thing that you do know is what you were saying, Danny, is that the other person's aim is not to hurt you,
Hmm.
not to embarrass you, not to hurt you,
And
not
that
to.
has to reflect in the words of the other person.
Right, right.
It's not like you can blindly think that they always love you and they're calling you horrible things. No. I think that's something you can know with time, having healthy confrontations. And
Yes.
that's, I'm very proud to say that that's the way it is in our relationship. So,
I think so. Again,
yes.
not perfect. We don't want to make it sound like it's this perfect thing, or
No,
that
no, no. But I
we
feel
sit
that,
down and it's like a psychologist couch every time we
no, of course,
argue.
no, of course
No,
not.
no, no, no.
But,
We're regular people.
but
We're
I
absolutely
take
regular
pride,
people. Yeah,
as you were saying.
yeah.
¿Cómo fue que dijiste tú?
I proud.
I proud in
Yeah.
pride. So I take pride on the healthy like confrontation sphere, just to
Okay.
add to the
The motel.
yeah,
Yeah.
that we've created,
Yes.
because I feel that that's not always easy.
No, no. It takes work
Yeah.
and patience and
So I feel like, of course it's not perfect, but I do take a lot of pride on what we've built in our relationship. So
yeah.
yes,
That was a lot. That was a
a
long.
lot.
Hopefully, it didn't sound preachy.
Maybe someone's like, what?
Yeah, what the
I
fuck
don't
are
know. I
we
was
doing
trying to
here?
see painting.
Yeah, just keep painting, dude.
Shut
Who
up,
gives a
lady.
fuck
Manage your
about your
vocal.
relationship?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Um, let's see. So let's see if there's maybe any
The
comments
two
about
people
that.
that were like, okay, this
So
is
Catherine Poremski was saying,
okay.
"Hi everyone." Catherine was saying, "Danny, it was so nice to see your videos and carving. It's beautiful, and the video was so sweet. Thank you so much, Catherine." And Catherine was saying, "Remarriage. I feel the same as you, Danny. My husband and I got married 31 years ago, basically for car insurance reasons. LOL. There are certainly legal advantages, at least in this country. Also, it makes other people take your relationship more seriously." Yeah, I feel that's why I was trying to clarify that for me, it's not what that means. But I know a lot of people that feel that their relationship is not valid enough if they're calling their significant other their boyfriend and not their husband.
Right.
So,
Yeah, and also just I know that our case perhaps is quite specific, but every single person that surrounds us that is like that means something to us. So your mom, your dad, your grandparents, your aunts, your cousins, your sister, her wife, my kids, my sisters, my brother, my mother, like all of them, I don't think they need to have anything else from us. Like they
and
don't
they
need to,
understand us as a
yeah,
couple too. It's
they
like,
don't need to see us any, like nobody, I've never heard from my side of my family, and I don't think you've ever heard from your side,
yeah, like
like,
when's the
hey, when
marriage?
are you
Yeah.
two are going to, when are you going to, and it's like, and essentially by law, of course there are things you would get to do if you're married, but essentially by law we are already like a couple. We've
Like
already spent,
legally a couple,
yeah,
yeah.
legally a couple. So like
Because
let's
I
say
think you have to live
if I
together for like 2 years.
yeah, so
And
if I die, like, things would go to my kids and to Danny,
no, I hope you
like immediately by
no,
law.
don't
So
die.
in the bigger kind of understanding of the law, like we're a couple. We're as much of a couple as any other married couple.
Yeah.
But the cool thing is that we don't deal with like expectations or pressure or anything from family members that just love us for, they love our relationship and they
Yeah.
know that we are incredibly happy, and that doesn't, that for our relationship to be happy, solid, there doesn't need to be anything else attached to it. So,
Yeah. And also,
and
I mean,
also,
it's not like we are like scared, or I
no,
talk about myself. It's not like I'm scared about the word marriage. Because there's people that are like, oh, your husband. And I've heard people like, no, 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 it's my boyfriend.
yeah.
We have a lot of people that they tell you, oh, your wife, blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
And you're
it's
fine with
fine.
it.
Yeah, of
And they,
course.
for example, my grandpa,
Yeah,
my mother's father, he's
yeah.
always like, oh, say hi to your husband. And I'm like, oh, yeah, grandpa, he sends you a hug. Whatever. Like, it's not like I'm defensive because, as I was saying, for me, the word, so again, for me, because I know this can be like controversial, but
No, it's
for
not.
me, the word boyfriend and husband can be like interchangeable,
Yeah, or partner and
or partner or significant other
yeah,
or whatever, because you are the person I am with. And I am very committed to that. And that's what matters for me, not
right.
the label I put to that relationship. So, yes.
Ooh,
Ooh.
that was a big one. So we
Let's
should leave it
see.
there. So we'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Raimo Gali,
That's gonna be $250. Thank you.
alias Sandalias,
Ajá. Alias Sandalias.
dice: Buenas, me encanta cómo está ahora mismo. Las orejas así están genial.
Va a
Y
morir. En algún
dice,
momento muere.
están hablando de relaciones. Ahí. Y una cara triste. Y dice: Yo hace poco he acabado descubriendo el peso real de las palabras. Ojalá hubiera estado consciente mucho antes.
Va, se aprende, se aprende.
Sí. Pues lo importante es que ahorita ya es consciente.
Sí.
Sandalias.
Tenía que pasar eso, que lo que sea que fuera que pasó, tenía que haber pasado para que uno como que lo
aprendiera
supiera.
eso, sí. Mm, so after Ibrahim's questions, let
He
me
left
see.
probably.
I have
Yeah.
3 questions, and I don't care for those answers.
Yeah.
Goodbye. Fabio Alonso Castrillón
Don Fabio,
dice: Saludos, Dani y Nico. Buen inicio de semana.
lo
Muy
mismo.
buena tu escultura, Dani. Un abrazo para ustedes. Muchísimas gracias, Fabio Alonso
Don
Castrillón.
Fabio, muy amable.
Y muy buena semana también para don Fabio Alonso Castrillón.
Ujú. Señor Don Fabio.
Alex Binek was saying, I don't know how nutritional it is, talking about artichoke.
Oh, okay. I thought our relationship. I was like, I think
Very
it's pretty fine. It's
nutritional,
pretty,
yeah.
healthy.
So I don't know how nutritional it is, but
Yeah.
I'd eat an artichoke on a shoe. They're awesome.
Yeah, they are. They are fucking awesome.
And they were also saying teleport,
Teleport.
So,
Okay,
yeah,
so
no.
this is timely.
not
Ooh,
teletransport.
timely.
Mm. And Alex was also saying patatas bravas in Barcelona was my favorite meal. So simple, so amazing. Patatas bravas, are those like the spicy ones?
I forget, I forget. Maybe I had it the times that I've been there, but I forget.
I hide it.
Maybe I had it. I had it. But I forget. I would lie if I could tell you right now what it is.
Yeah, spicy potatoes.
Maybe.
A
Maybe I
dish
do.
native to Spain contains white potatoes
Yeah.
cut in 2 centimeter wide cubes, then fried in oil.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, because,
And that's it.
well, that's what I can see of the description. So let me.
Okay. If you want to
Mm,
read more, you got to pay.
yeah, but it's with the like spicy el toque
What
picante,
the hell?
spicy touch.
I don't know. Where did it start from?
Acá. Ah, where?
Oh, I think it was right here.
¿Te la paso?
No, it's okay.
¿Está limpio?
Yeah, I haven't used it.
Es que la chilanga ya. A ver. Em, de los bares de España, dice. Pero sí, sí las has visto, obviamente. Mira, así. Acá, espérate que está cargando. Así.
Sí, como para picar, sí.
Sí, sí, sí.
Sí,
Y
sí.
que son como en casquitos.
Sí, casquitos, sí, sí, sí. Pero no es que me hayan cambiado la vida. O sea, no es que haya sido tan profundo.
Pero pues si a ti te dicen carne, naco y arroz, tú dices, uff.
Sí, sí.
Y también es como súper sencillo, como que hay cosas súper sencillas que a uno le revuelven todo. Mm. Andres Garces was saying, I was just in Rome. The pasta is incredible.
Oh, yes.
And the pizza. And the
Yeah,
gelato.
well, yeah. There's
What?
places for pizza. There's certain places.
The place we had
'Cause you
pizza
can
was
get
like,
Roman pizza, but that's like Naples pizza in the place that we went.
well, but it's so good.
Oh, Neapolitan pizza. It's amazing. It's some of the best.
Yeah.
But Rome pizza is different.
That's also something, the Roman pizza.
Yeah, they're not.
No, not the Roman, the Naples pizza. It's something that I would love to get
Oh, yeah.
teleport
Oh,
to.
that's like that's just perfect, fresh,
Deliciousness.
brick oven like pizza. That's
Yeah.
just perfect. It's just perfect.
And
so.
I have to say, Margarita
Yeah,
pizza,
yeah.
best pizza ever.
Well,
For
yeah,
me,
I
for
mean,
me, for
sure,
me.
Sure.
In my
Fuck
universe.
me, come on.
¿Te
I'm
la paso?
dropping everything.
Espera.
No, this one's like these things I'm holding like 20 brushes.
Yeah, you always do.
No, but not today. I'm being like dumber because I don't know where to put the other ones because I filled all my I put I don't know, it just fell. Yeah, I don't know where that one is. Maybe underneath the thing. So maybe we could leave it there. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Danny Lyra. Yeah, it's this. Why do I have one that I haven't touched that it's already dirty, so I have to clean it. Thank you,
Hola.
Danny Lyra.
And Andres Garces was saying also,
Also,
Osteria da Fortunata, the gnocchi Gnocchi.
gnocchi.
The gnocchi.
The
The
gnocchi.
gnocchi is also amazing. I'm still dreaming about it. I dream about that pasta I had.
Yeah, like it's
Oof.
like a seafood
See,
platter
yeah.
pasta.
Oof.
Yeah, it's
And
very good.
like a little bit spicy.
It
Oh
was,
my
yeah, a little bit
goodness.
spicy. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I have
I
to
forgot what
say,
I had. I don't
no,
even
you had
remember what I
another
had.
one.
Yeah, I had
Because I
something
do
like simpler.
remember.
Oh, fish. I had the fish.
Yeah?
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah.
And with the potatoes,
No,
with
and everything was amazing because
potato
they
like buttered potatoes. Oh, fuck me, they were so good.
there was
I'm remembering now.
someone working there that was Colombian.
Yeah, of course. There's always,
So they
always is.
went there and we were saying hi and they started bringing like some little like plates of pasta.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because
Just
they knew
like
that they were taking too
appetizers.
long
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
with our order. Well, with everyone's order.
And it was so good.
Yeah, so
And
we
I
probably ate like 5 times that
yeah,
night.
but I could have had another one
Oh,
of that.
yeah,
Oh god, I loved
you're
it.
not opposed to eating 8 times.
And I have to say thank you, David, because David was like, "Trust me,
Oh, they
get this
know.
one."
Yeah, they know. They already know which places are really good.
So thank you. Em, Gabriel Pozzo
But
dice, hola. No, no dijo así, perdón, pero es que me dio
hola.
risa.
But
Dice hola y una carita feliz. Dice, muy bonita la escultura, Dani. El video también está muy chévere y conciso con el mensaje. Muchas gracias, Gabriel. Muchas gracias. Extraño oírme. No sé si a ti te pasó eso las primeras veces que grabaste, que uno se
Mm,
oye y se oye muy extraño.
un poco. Ya tenía la certeza de que yo sonaba desde antes como un idiota, entonces no me sorprendí.
A ver, a
Pero
ver.
yo creo que sonaste perfecto.
Muchas gracias. Pero yo me sentí rara. Sophie dice, me da mucha gracia que me digan alcachofa, jajaja. Nunca
Alcachofi.
nadie fue tan original. En fin, acá esperando a que llegue una alumna y después tengo que estudiar para francés. Mañana tengo presentación oral. Ah,
Uy,
Uy,
parlez-vous français?
mucho, mucho que hacer.
Sí.
Carla and Clara.
Carlita.
So
Carla
Carlita
Carly Asada.
was saying, hi everyone. Oh my gosh, I loved your video, Danny and Sweet Chili. Ay, thank you so much, Carla. And Carla was saying, Danny, watching you carve has given me hope and inspiration to try.
Ooh,
Oh, do it.
awesome.
I'm so happy that Daddy did. And do it. Do it, Carla, do it.
Okay, zero pressure.
Mau Razo dice,
Ujú.
hola chicos, escuchándoles mientras trabajo en mis entregas del semestre, me
What?
está matando la escuela. Qué gran
Está
compañía
matando.
son. Y una carita
¿Y
feliz.
por qué lo está matando? Mau?
¿Está de pronto en finales?
En depresión.
No, de pronto en finales, Mau.
Sí.
Muchas entregas, muchos trabajos. Cuéntenos poquito. Andrés Garcés was saying, tell us more about what you're doing in Rome.
Oh, I'm part of a really great workshop team that offers something that is not super common, which is 2 week long workshops. So David Simon is the organizer, the one who's in charge of everything logistics, like everything that is that accompanies the workshops. He organizes your stay. He organizes like museum trips. It's quite amazing. And I've been going there. This is going to be my 4th year, fourth,
I think so, yeah.
4th year or 5th. Fourth? No, fourth. I feel.
Fourth, because there was one that you couldn't.
Yeah. Pandemic. Woof. What was that? So yeah, 4th year. No, I just grabbed. I don't know what I did, and it's been amazing. It's one of those workshops that I feel so lucky for doing, and I feel so just at home and so comfortable doing, and it's so beautiful to go to Rome every year that hopefully we can do this year after year. But yeah, it's really amazing. If you're interested, even though, well, obviously for this year, the workshops, I actually am part of the third cycle, so the third cycle of 2 weeks. So
Mhm.
they're there for essentially 6 weeks. Um, I'm gonna be. I usually finish off the workshops.
Mhm.
I'm usually, or I have been for the past years, part of the last group. So
Have you checked the weather?
yeah, it seems like it's 30
So better
Celsius.
than the last time?
No, it seems like the same-ish. Although
No.
no, it seems a little
Last
bit
time was
cooler.
the first day was 41.
Yeah, it seems a little bit cooler.
So,
But, cooler as in it's just going to feel like summer still, though. I mean,
but that's amazing. I mean, just sitting with a gelato in the sun.
yeah, no. That's not you know me, that's not my
No,
plan.
no, no, no.
No.
Mm, let's see. Natalia Badaró
Mhm.
dice, ¿por qué no habré hecho caso a mi mamá y estudiar inglés? Saludos desde Uruguay.
Ay,
Natalia, pero nunca es tarde.
nunca.
Nunca es tarde. E
O
igual acá también
nos habla en
hablamos
español
español.
y pues le
Acá
respondemos en
también
español,
respondemos en
Natalia, no pasa
español
nada.
todo, sí. Mm,
O si no le pregunta al Cachofi y ella le responde en francés,
ujú.
por presumida.
O no responde porque ya se fue a la clase.
Mm.
Sergi Arts dice, hola, ¿cómo
Hola,
están?
Sergi. Sergi es una ternura de pintura.
¿Sí?
Es
¿Cuál? No he
como un
visto.
hámster, como
A ver,
sentado comiendo.
yo quiero ver, suena divino. Si algo es tierno, yo lo quiero ver.
¿De dónde nació eso, Sergi? Por favor, necesito saber.
A ver, Sergi Arts. Ay,
Es muy tierno. ¿Sí o no que es tierno? O sea, te-
sí.
se tiene que describir
Ay,
como
con un
tierno.
tecito. Mire, ya cree que uno le está hablando. Ay, ¿qué es
Te voy a
eso?
hacer acá un
No,
review de
pero es un
salsa.
gatito, ¿no?
No sé, yo vi un
Ay,
hámster, yo vi un ser salvaje. Chili no. Chili, quédate ahí.
pero es que te ve y se antoja.
Sí, pero no. No chilangas. No chilangas.
Ay, espérate que mira una alarma mía.
Sí, me lo supongo. ¿Esta qué dice? ¿Se
Sí,
puede decir
tiene
qué dice esta?
un emoji de parque y dice chili.
Ah,
Entonces es la
sacar a
hora
Chile.
cuando no estamos transmitiendo, es la hora a la que saco a chili. Y Sergi dice, Nico, me sorprendió mucho ver la figura a tinta que hiciste. Creo que ha sido el único dibujo a tinta que he visto tuyo y se ve tremendo. Y un corazón.
Gracias, Sergi. No, yo tengo más, ¿eh? Sergi, póngase ahí a chismosear. Si no le da jartera.
Viste, yo tengo más, ¿eh? O sea, te fuiste español solo porque
Eh,
estás hablándole a Sergi.
no. Pero si a Sergi no le da jartera, por ahí hay más, yo creo. No sé si sean buenos, pero yo creo que por ahí hay más.
Chilango. Juan dice,
Juan.
hola Nico y Dani. Primero para felicitar el hermoso trabajo que hizo Dani con su escultura. Muchas
Uh,
gracias, Juan. Y dice, y quería saber qué recomienda Nico
señor.
para, para crear mejores pinturas y que tengan mucha más personalidad.
Uh, bueno, no. Pero Juan, esa pregunta es como muy abierta. Pero no, yo diría que eso no lo otorga nada distinto a que eh, la persona que la esté haciendo tenga el deseo de comunicar como unas historias muy particulares a su vida. Eso es lo que, o sea, en últimas, eso es lo que hace algo interesante. El hecho de que alguien quiera contar una historia que les pertenece y ya. O sea, ese sería mi consejo. Como que averigüe, y ese averigüe, pues obviamente no es una vuelta que nadie puede hacer por uno, pero averigüe de qué quiere decir que usted pueda contar historias que solo usted pueda contar. Y yo creo que ahí eso le va a dar una pista de las cosas que pueden hacer su obra, no solo su pintura, pero su obra como algo como pues emocionante de presenciar cuando uno es la audiencia.
Carla Anglada
Carla Zira.
was saying, "Hi, Catherine. Marriage and car insurance, lol. I think it's something special to be with someone for 31 years."
Of course.
And Catherine was saying, "Carla, we saved ourselves 1K per year." And a laughing emoji.
I
It
mean,
hasn't always been easy, but we have been lucky because we have grown to change and changed compatibly.
perfect.
Yes. And Carla was saying, "Catherine, maybe the insurance bit would be a new way to find a partner." And a wink emoji. It's beautiful to have someone to grow with. Yes, it is. Raimo Galí, alias Sandalias, dice: "Ole, patates braves, Vizca, Barcelona."
Vizca Barça. Compraron a
Em,
Gundogan, ¿viste?
sí, vi esta mañana.
A Gundo.
Carla Anglada was saying, "Oh, avocado on a shoe, I would do."
Okay.
So you love, Carla, do you have the tiny avocados? The Here we call them has, but I don't know if that's how.
The thing is, a lot of people are not aware of
Our
our native
avocados,
avocados. Yeah.
which are like this big,
So they're more aware of the Mexican ones, which are the smaller ones.
has.
Yeah. But I think the larger ones that we produce,
They're way
they
better.
are. There's not even no contest, by the
No,
way.
at all.
No contest. They
No.
are so good.
Yes. Mm, a ver. Mm, mm, Bruno V
Okay.
was saying, "I love the title of this video, lol. Imagining two identical paintings called female back and male back."
Yeah. We have to like. You should see our 10-second struggle to say
Yeah.
like what do we call this that we haven't called before
Yeah.
or
What's
it
gonna
was
be
just like what are
today's
you painting and
title?
I'm like
Yeah.
I'm painting a female back. I don't know, I'm just
So
yeah,
just go with female
female
back.
back. It's not, hopefully nobody got offended or hopefully the least people got offended by it, so
No, and to be honest, sometimes, at least when I was studying, I
yeah,
wanted to see like a specific um like
female back,
no subject matter.
yeah,
So I googled that subject matter. So
painting
maybe someone
a
wants to
female back
maybe
while talking about a
yeah,
relationship.
and marriage and patatas bravas.
Mm,
Ay Jesus. Wait.
what?
No, I was trying to do something.
And the world ended.
No. Mm, vamos.
I was trying to do something too, and I
And the world
went
ended.
way too dark.
Oh. Jesus.
Oh, I know what you. I don't. I'm not even looking at the screen. I already know what you're doing.
What?
You're changing the
Thumbnail?
thumbnail.
Yeah. Um. So give me 1 second. More like 10,
10 days.
10 seconds, but not the title.
No,
Title's
come on,
gonna
female
stay.
back.
Yeah. Mm, I thought I could do this like on the go.
You are doing it.
Well, yeah. And we are set.
Ooh,
Nothing happened.
what?
Where
Took
were
you
we?
a second. Nothing. Were you even gone?
I was not.
No.
So,
So.
Tyler Summers
Okay.
was saying, "Hello, Nicolas. I hope you're doing well
Tyler.
today.
Me
How
too.
do you feel about atelier methods of training? Curious about your perspective."
I never went through them, but I can totally understand why, certain people, and if you have like a very specific personality, you would want to go through them. And if that's something that you want to go through, then great. I don't think it, I'll say it this way. I don't think it guarantees anything, and I don't think it harms anything either. I think afterwards it's up to you to find your own way after you've uh, you've received all this like information that's incredibly valuable, and you've amassed all this experience and discipline, then yeah, it's up to you to know what you're gonna do with that, and yeah, hopefully in trying to figure that out, you'll see that painting doesn't quite mean one thing, but it means like tons of things, and you can take your tool that you've worked so hard to acquire and just adapt it to the thing that suits, you know, whatever stories you want to tell best.
Mm, Tyler Summers. No, already.
Yeah.
Camila, a Gorman. So
Oh my
Camille.
god, man.
Hola, Camila. Camila was saying, I'm loving this painting,
I'm
and some
loving
heart
it.
emojis. I don't know if people are gonna get that. That's more
Yeah.
like an inside joke between you
Yeah,
and
yeah.
me. Mm, Ibrahim Salah was
Ibrahim.
saying, haha, thank you, Nico and Danny. Nico, your paycheck is on the way.
Oh, it's nothing.
And Ibrahim was saying, no, unfortunately, I'm a basketball fan.
Oh, okay.
I watch football once every 5 years.
Oh, Jesus Christ. If you would have said 4 to think that you were watching every, every World Cup, I would say great. Every 5 years, it's like, okay, we don't have a fan
No.
here. No.
Daniel Ángel Páez López
Uh-huh.
dice, saludos jóvenes, pues me voy a relajar aquí a ver qué más aprendo.
Pues me voy a relajar aquí a ver qué aprendo.
Hola Daniel, bienvenido
Y
a
que
relajarse acá.
Y que gracias por lo de joven. Muy amable.
Sergi Arts dice, jajaja, la pintura es de un gato, ¿sí ves?
Sí.
No sé la fuente de la referencia, pero es genial, sí. Sí, estaba muy tierno. Carla Anglada was saying, sweet chili time. Yeah, it was sweet chili time for a little bit. And then she decided to go to her favorite spot in the planet, your bag.
Oh, my bag. Jeez.
Yeah.
I need
She's
to
biting the...
I know, she's destroying it.
Yeah. Well, it's her bag.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
You have to thank her that she...
I have to see if she's going to let me take it to Rome.
Yeah, she's kind enough to let you use it.
Yeah.
Out of the house, so please. Daniel Ángel Báez López dice, ¿cuál gato, vato? Estábamos hablando de una pintura de Sergi Arts.
Dígalo.
Donde hizo, en Instagram está,
Sí.
así, Sergi Arts. E hizo una pintura muy tierna de un gatito en la hora del té. Juan dice, gracias, por cierto, va quedando increíble.
Oh, muy amable.
Carla Anglada was saying, I haven't seen the small avocados. No sé por qué la duré.
La duré.
I've only had the larger avocados.
Oh, really?
Any size would be delicious.
There we go.
Yeah, they're very good.
I don't know if because not many people are familiar with our avocado.
So let me look for...
Maybe you're unfamiliar with what we call the larger ones. I mean, they're not watermelon size, but...
So U.S. avocados.
Well, they don't. They produce...
No. Like to
they
see...
import them from...
Because this one's small for me.
Yeah, that's... Yeah.
So, aguacate Colombia. Colombiano. Sí, es que, mira, este es un aguacate.
Bueno, uno de 7,000.
Pero este es un aguacate.
Sí, sí. Está... Proud to be Colombian.
Uy, no, mira este.
Bueno, pero mi amor, es pues una cuna.
Sí. Qué delicia dormir en esa cuna.
No, pues.
Como así, más o menos, es el tamaño, ¿cierto? Como este.
¿Cómo ese? Como... puede ser
No,
un poco
más grande. Como... es que no sé. Para mostrarle. So, Carla, we're gonna share photo the size of a Colombian avocado so you can see it. Maybe this one?
Sure. I mean, that's a big one.
But we can get like that here. I don't know. Gonna try to not exaggerate it. Mm, este.
Oh, any. There's, oh, what is that? That's like a squash.
No, but they can look like that too.
I know. I'll pick anyone. Pick any. They're all fine.
A ver. No, pero este dice el monstruoso aguacate.
No, por eso.
Mm.
Yeah, don't pick the Guinness record one.
No, so it's easier if Carla Googles, let's see, Colombian
Oh my God, Danny.
avocado. Because I
Give
don't
me
want
a
to
second.
be like biased in it and just choose a very big one. This one's about, yeah. Ay, ¿cómo se hace?
So you are gonna pick one, or you're not?
I am.
Oh, okay.
I am.
So you are gonna be biased.
I am.
There we go.
Um. No, but this is weird because
Oh,
it's someone
Jesus Christ,
holding.
Danny! It's a picture of an avocado.
No, it's someone holding it.
Oh my God, Danny! It's okay. If
So save a copy.
oh my God.
Lady avocado.
So this is when we speak about Danny having a hard time making a decision. Welcome to my life.
Well, mine, because it's my
No, because
decision.
you're fine there, like just drowning on decision making. I usually have to like wait.
Wait.
Yeah.
So let's see. Desktop. It's called Lady Avocado. Where is it here? Okay. So there it is, Carla. This one's kind of a. It wouldn't be the most expensive one in the market. Look at it. Look at it.
I'm sure it's fine.
It would be like 5,000. And there's like 7,000. So this one's not that big, but they are like that. Camila O'Gorman dice palta. Nosotros le decimos palta al aguacate.
Palta.
Palta, eso sí había oído yo.
Yo nunca.
¿No?
No, qué vergüenza. Qué sinvergüenzas.
Palta.
No.
Sí, bastante diferente, ¿no? Porque en inglés
Aguacate
suena
es-
parecido,
Pero porque es una palabra mexicana.
pero por eso en inglés suena parecido y en Argentina les dio por no.
Sí, no. ¿De dónde viene? ¿De México? Ah, no importa.
Palta.
No importa. Odiamos a los mexicanos.
No, obvio no.
Se odian, mi
¿Cómo
amor.
van a decir eso?
México, Argentina.
Carla was saying, this is a big avocado. Yeah, so that was not even. I was saying that there's like 5,000 Colombian pesos. That would be that avocado. And there's bigger one. So 6,000, 7,000.
A million.
No.
Those
¿Dónde?
are the ones
De-
that
de oro?
Bezos buys. Bezocado, we call them here.
Besocado, no guacali. Un beso con aguacate en los dientes. Es un besocado. Qué asco. Lillian was saying, do you always paint with oil? Beautiful work.
Most of the time, yes.
Mm,
And thank you.
Daniel Ángel Báez López dice, guacamole con trocitos de queso es muy rico. Creo que con queso no lo he probado. Pero pues-
a uno igual se le mezcla a uno si uno se está comiendo como una.
Una
un
fajita,
burrito,
pero sí, en
sí,
una
una
fajita
fajita.
o en un... O sea, uno echa guacamole y queso también y rico.
Sí, pero así que no, pero yo
O en una
prefiero el
arepa.
guacamole así solo.
Arepa, guacamole,
¿Una arepa
quesito.
con queso?
¿Cómo así?
No, pues sí, pero
No, puede ser arepa paisa, así, arepa
no,
plana,
sí, pero yo no.
con quesito, guacamole.
Todo bien. No, la verdad
Y
no
hogao.
pasa nada.
Yeah,
O sea, obvio combinan, pero
no lo has probado.
no, no. Y así que me antoje, no. A mí me encanta el guacamole solo.
So how are you doing?
Good, good-ish. Yeah, trying to keep it loose, very sketchy, very drafty,
Mm-hmm.
drawerly.
Okay.
Yeah, none of those were words, but yeah, but trying to keep it around there. But yeah, good, good. I mean, the purpose of it is to just practice a little bit, so I'm happy.
Camila was saying, nosotros le robamos a ustedes la costumbre del aguacate, obviamente, pero le pusimos nuestro nombre.
Como todo.
Falta.
O sea, le pusimos un peor nombre totalmente innecesario, además.
Tú sí.
Totalmente innecesario.
No, muy peleón.
No, no pueden, los argentinos no pueden. No pueden.
José de Vives was saying $2 avocado with a bandeja paisa. $2 avocado here would be
That
the
is,
huge one.
yeah, that's an enormous one.
Yeah. Eliuja dice, ¿cómo que odian a los mexicanos? Jajaja. No, no, no. ¿Ves? Es que todo se malinterpreta porque tú dices bobadas.
Los argentinos.
No, Nicolás decía que
100%.
los argentinos, pero obviamente está diciendo algo
100%.
bobo. No.
Es como el primer
Para la
juramento que hacen
persona de pronto argentina
antes de ir a la
de
notaría
acá
cuando nacen.
que sea nueva, Nicolás tiene un sentido del humor así.
Antes de ir
Nada
a
de
la
esto, o
notaría
sea, nada tiene sentido.
y odiamos a México. Y ahí sí le ponen el nombre del notario.
No, Nicolás.
Mi amor, yo solo señalo
Daniel
el problema.
Ángel Báez López dice, aguacate, tomate, cebolla, chile, se hace un guacamole. Se hace guacamole para unos tacos de carne asada más cebolla en aluminio. Ya me dio hambre. Bueno, a comer, Daniel. Y Camila dice, no, 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 queremos a los mexicanos. Oh, Camila, a Nicolás no hay que ponerle caso porque dice muchas bobadas.
Verdades.
Bobadas.
Verdades.
Carla Anglada was saying, thank you, Danny, for the research and sharing. And an avocado emoji. You're welcome, Carla. I hope if someone someday comes to
Okay.
Colombia,
Yeah.
they can taste the delicious avocados we have here.
And leave.
And leave? No, and the mango, biche.
And then leave.
And then leave. And bandeja paisa and ajiaco. And leave. You know what I had yesterday?
You told me. Yeah, ajiaco.
No.
What?
To drink?
Ajiaco.
No.
Horchata.
No.
I forget. It's this thing that you always mention.
No.
No?
So if I do the translation, it's gonna be terrible.
Hot water.
No.
I don't know. Tell me. Or not.
But and beer.
What?
Cola y pola.
Oh, okay. Refage.
Revenge, yeah.
Yeah,
So
refajo.
good. So
Yeah.
good.
It's very good. Yeah, I haven't had in a while, I feel.
Did you like my translation? But
But, and
and beer. Cola y pola.
yeah, yeah.
Lillian was saying, do you mix your oils with any medium?
So,
Also, do you
oh.
have any tips for color accuracy?
So no, I don't. I just use straight paint. And tips for color accuracy. I don't know how super important it is to be incredibly accurate with color. You know how you see all those like TikToks of people like painting something and trying to color match like perfectly the thing that they're trying to imitate. I don't know if that's the way that I understand like successful color theory or color mixing in painting, even though that probably shows that the person that is doing those exercises has some idea how to color mix. I think my vision about color is probably broader. I'm not going to say better or worse, but it's probably broader in the sense that throughout painting history, you 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 see so many people just solving things through so many different color relationships that you realize that there is not a single way to understand color. What there are ways are like, ways to frame color relationships. Each painting in that sense becomes like almost like a treaty of color theory, because it's aiming to work exclusively for your painting. So what that means is that the decisions you make in terms of color are completely particular to your painting. So if it works, so what this kind of boils down to is that if it works in your painting, then it's perfect. Then that's what, color, that's the color that it had to be. But it has to work within the rules and, the universe that is your painting. So I think that that's probably a lot more valuable, like a more valuable starting point for understanding color theory than just perhaps thinking that color theory is something that you just have to be super faithful to. We have no idea. Just to explain it a little bit, we have no idea if, for example, the color that Rembrandt was painting was the one that he was looking at. And in the same way, if you look at a Sargent painting, like sometimes color is so, I mean, he's probably one of the best colorists ever, but when you see it, it's so impressionistic in many ways that it doesn't mean that he was matching the color. He was just starting from the relationships that nature was proposing to him, and then creating these like incredible relationships inside the painting, within the painting. I think that that's most important. How are you, Daniel Lira?
I am good,
Yeah,
very good. How are you?
good.
Very good or just good?
I think the way I say it, good means very good.
Okay.
I think whenever I say good, it means excellent. It means, I can't think of anything better.
But sometimes you can say good.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say good then. I'd say, like, I don't know.
Well, it depends. If I ask you, you would say that. But if someone like a cashier in the supermarket asks you, "How are you?"
Oh, how's your
Would you
day?
say, "I
Great.
know it's been terrible."
No, I say great. It's been great. Like, I'm not going to burden anyone with, things that are happening to me. Like, I'd be like, great. Thank you for asking.
Dice Mau Razo, ¿soy yo o no se escucha tanto? Mau,
Eh,
pues los niveles están igual que siempre.
Hay veces que yo me alejo del micrófono,
Sí,
pero
pero no, no sé. Pues déjennos saber y si no le subo un poquito al gain. Lillian was saying, "Oh, I always get so fixated on the exact color. I'll try your broader method next time. Thank you."
cool. Cool, cool, cool.
Cool, cool, cool. Say it, try say it.
Cool, cool, cool.
Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah, I end up saying like cold, cold,
Yeah,
cold.
Coca-Cola.
You know that I had thought of for Rome, I had thought of doing like almost like priming or prepping paper with paint. I was thinking of putting like a ton of paint
Mm-hmm.
on the paper,
Like a
like just a
solid
layer of
color
paint.
or
No,
like
not even. Just like brushing paint and then taking that. Just because I really like painting on paint, but
why don't you try it?
no, no, no. Because I also enjoy um
Living paper as
yeah,
is.
yeah. When paper just those kind of little drag marks that happen and that you can kind of see the paper underneath. I really like those too. So
But I guess you could try at
you
least
can't have
one,
that.
no?
No, I'm okay. I mean, I could set that up. I could do that. Like even if I did that over the weekend, let's say for the next week, it would be ready, I feel. They dry super quickly. Some
And would
well,
you
not all
go
the time.
for like a classic ground
Like
or would you go for a bolder color?
boulder.
How do you say bold?
Boulder.
Bolder.
No, I'm
Bolder.
just, anytime I can make a joke out of boldness, my boldness, I'm going to take it. No, no, no. Just like a mush of gray or whatever.
Hmm.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be
Like
like a
cadmium red.
yeah, like a color that I'm gonna use afterwards in some way. No, 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 no. Just regular ass.
Regular ass?
Just a regular ass like mush of color,
Okay.
not like a regular ass. No.
I mean, if you did some, like something similar to the gray you have right now,
To that,
you would match the ground of your palette.
probably. Yeah, it had to be a little dirtier. I
Yeah.
think it would have to be. But
But
yes.
I,
Ay ay ay.
I, I would need, I mean, if I was doing like a cadmium red ground,
Oof.
I would need like a cadmium red ground for the palette.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. And if I don't have it, I kind of get used to it, but it would take me way more work. I know that in your case, you don't really need that much. I mean, sometimes you just have like a super different ground in your palette that the
Yes.
one in your painting, and you're fine with it. But
Yeah. Yeah. But what you're saying is does help a lot.
em, Natalia Badaró dice, en Uruguay también es palta.
Es claro.
Es que pues claro, tan bobo.
Es como la maldición
¿Y la
del
palta
Río
es
de la
grande
Plata.
o es también pequeña? O sea, ¿es
Eso está
has?
sonando tan raro.
¿Palta has?
No,
¿O
palta,
palta,
pantajado.
o palta grande? Chile está rendida hoy.
¿Sí?
Sí, cuando le hago los ejercicios.
Ah, es como fui al colegio,
Sí,
dice ella.
sí. Termina, pero rendida. Y es que ayer corrió. Ayer estuve en el páramo con Chile. Y fue muy tiernita. Lo disfruta muchísimo.
Muy bien.
Sí, divina. Yo te mandé una foto, parecía como una ratita, como si uno la metiera en agua de
Ujú.
alcantarilla y la saca.
Una gualdrapa sucia.
Sí, mi
Como una
chiquita,
gualdrapa sucia la describí
divina.
yo.
Sí. Las patitas ella tiene, parecen como guantecitos blancos, todos grises. Divina, divina, divina. I love that you still kind of have a ghost of the Liverpool hog.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah,
I like it.
it's like an abstract
Yeah, I
hint.
I try to think about it as my uh, Francis Bacon studio photograph. So
Chapulín Colorado dice, hola, buenas tardes. Hola,
Buenas.
Chapulín. ¿Cómo está el Chapulín?
Chapulín Color Radio.
¿No era colorín color radio que decían?
Ujú.
Julia dice, Dani, vi las fotos, muy linda Chile. ¿Cómo es esa vuelta para ir al páramo? Pues Julia, yo fui a una reserva que hay en un páramo, ya te digo exactamente el nombre, pero a donde yo fui es porque en ese páramo plantan árboles en memoria de gente que ha fallecido. Y yo fui ayer a visitar un arbolito que le plantamos a mi abuelita Aura. Se llama el Reserva El Pajonal. Y pues para nosotros ir tenemos como que gestionar con los, como no sé, es que no sé si sea una empresa o la fundación que maneja esa reserva, que hace las plantaciones. Y ellos le ayudan a uno a agendar la visita. Pero pues es para como la gente que tiene un arbolito para algún ser querido. Entonces, no sé si digamos uno pueda ir sin tener a nadie allá. No sé, la verdad.
Pues en ese en
Supongo, en
particular.
esa en particular, sí, por eso decía que a ese que yo fui, pues esa es como la vuelta de por qué voy a eso, pues porque queríamos visitar a mi abuelita, pero yo supongo que hay otras maneras de poder ir al páramo, Julia. Yo me acuerdo que yo en el colegio fui. mm, Tengo que buscar bien, pero pues voy a buscar a ver si tengo el nombre del páramo, supongo que también era otra reserva a la que fuimos. Y le puedo a Julia pasar el dato, aunque no, yo de dónde voy a tener datos del colegio ahorita.
Sí, yo creo que es más
Es
fácil
que
uno
pensé que en Facebook de pronto
decir
alguien subió una foto, pero después pensé que eso fue hace muchísimos años. Y creo que de pronto googleando queda más
exactamente.
fácil. Sí, no. Pero esta reserva es súper bonita, Julia. Y pues para nosotros es súper bonito poder ir a ver el árbol de mi abuelita que ha crecido un montón.
Qué bueno, me alegro.
Sí. Albacora dice, en Chile también es palta. Y
No,
una
de todo, el
carita
cono sur.
tapándose la boca de risa.
El cono sur. Una vergüenza. Unos
Dice, la palta
sinvergüenzas.
has. A
Unos
propósito de usar un color de base en el
sinvergüenzas
papel,
todos.
a veces he usado latas, entre paréntesis spray,
Ah, bueno.
y da interesantes resultados. Jaja, se seca rápido y mantiene la textura.
Sí, sí, sí.
Chapulín Colorado dice, les cuento que acá conocí a 3 colombianos en persona,
Sí.
más de lo que había conocido en 30 años previos. Lo bueno que les reconocí el acento, por lo tanto, que sigo a ustedes.
Oh, muy bien, perfecto.
Chapulín, pues ustedes no me suenan, ustedes son colombianos, pero ¿de dónde? Como rolos,
No,
como
no.
bogotanos me suenan. Imagínate, todo un experto ya, Chapulín.
Sí, ahora de fijo eran como de Córdoba.
Em, Julia dice, ay, qué lindo, ya entiendo, Dani. Sí, yo también creo que fui en el colegio. Sí, el viejo Google seguro me ayuda y una cara riéndose. Igual voy a buscar la que me dices, de repente se puede ir así nomás.
Sí.
De
¿Cómo le va a
pronto,
decir el
Julia.
viejo Google? Bueno, o sea, sonó como si tuviera 53 años.
El viejo Google y de repente. La Julia. Sí, es muy lindo, Julia, y tiene como un mirador. Aunque la verdad yo creo que hay otros donde hay más espacios porque es que en este hay muchos, o sea, cada arbolito con el nombre de la persona. Entonces, supongo que hay otras reservas donde uno puede ir al páramo
Sí, yo creo que esto es
como,
muy específico el
sí, sí,
invitario
sí.
tuyo, el que
No, 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 por
fuiste.
lo que Julia dice que va a mirar a ver si de pronto puede ir a ese. Entonces le digo
Ah,
que
quién
creo que
sabe.
puede haber otras reservas donde puede ver más como el páramo,
Seguramente
sin
hay
ver cada
caminatas.
arbolito mm, como plantado en honor a alguien.
Parece.
Sí. No, parece que no va a escampar en la noche. Está una nube, nubarrón,
Se hace en el cielo.
un grande nubarrón se hace en el cielo. Se avecina una fuerte tormenta. Chile. Mm, Cody Winicky was saying, "Hey guys, this is looking good.
Cody.
I can't stay, but I just stopped in to say that Danny's sculpture short was great.
Oh,
I loved
that's
seeing the
super
process and
nice.
hearing the thoughts behind it. Ay, Cody, thank you so
Ay,
much. Ay,
Codycito.
Cody, gracias. Cody,
Cody.
thank you so much, Cody. That's so nice. And hope you have a great day.
Of course.
And hope you can stay for other streams.
He always does. So yeah.
Yeah. Ah, I love the
What?
orange
That?
orangey
I don't know. Wait, where?
la huella dactilar.
Where is it?
Como
Oh, that
así?
that little
Yeah. How do you call that part of the finger in English?
uh
The
tip.
print? The
Tip.
no, the tip? No,
Yeah,
the
tip of
tip es
the
la punta.
yeah.
No, la huella.
Well,
Like the
the print.
pad,
Yeah.
the print,
I don't know.
the
I've never thought about it. That it has to have like a specific. Sorry.
specific sorry.
The No, what do you call that? Let me see. Let me see if I can figure it out. Those are the como las yemas de los dedos, dices? The egg yolk of the fingers.
No, pues dice fingerprint.
Yeah.
Ah, ay, no, pero
No, tip. Tip is good.
fingertips.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tip is. I don't know if there may be another word, but I think tip is fine.
What?
Oh, fuck.
You know what's a synonym for yema de dedos?
Uh, Egg yolk of finger.
No,
Finger yolk.
pulpejos.
Ah, no. ¿En donde? ¿En Chile, Argentina y Uruguay?
No, creo que así se le llama pulpejo.
What the hell?
Pulpejo y falange. Eminencia tenar, se llama esto.
¿Qué?
Eminencia
No.
tenar, la curva. ¿O
No.
esto?
Mm,
Eminencia hipotenar.
No, mi amor, ya me perdí. Ya no quiero saberlo.
Corredera de pulso.
No, mi amor, nada de esto suena bien.
Vea pues. Tengo un dolor en la eminencia tenar,
Mm.
pero tenar.
Su eminencia está más calluda.
Mm, Marcelo
Marcelo.
is saying hi Chilean chat, Danny and Nico.
Marcelo.
Hey Marcelo, how are you?
He's just getting home from work, which means that he was parking.
Is it ready?
Just moved the car.
Cody was saying, I will stay for future streams. I just have family in town and can't justify staring at my phone for hours. Haha. No,
Well,
go and enjoy.
You could invite them. You never know.
You can make them subscribe if they
yeah,
want to.
I mean, thinking you were a bigger ally.
No, enjoy your family. Have a great time, Cody.
Tell them to like and subscribe. Thank you.
Chapulín Colorado dice, bueno, antes trabajábamos para una project manager that retired and moved back to Bogotá. The three I met this past week were from Manizales and Pereira, I believe. They did a presentation.
So very paisas.
Pereira is very close to where my dad was born. Marcelo Peralta was saying, great sculpture, Danny, really cherry. Thank you so much, Marcelo. Remember, cherry is chévere.
Oh, right.
really
I
cherry.
forgot about it, and I was like, what
Very cherry. Yeah, I saw your face.
Yeah?
No, I remember.
You sensed my face.
Thank you so much, Marcelo.
Marcelo.
Chapulín Colorado was saying, here at our office for 3D architectural imagery and software.
Mm,
Por cierto, les dije que los siguieran a ustedes.
uy,
Ay,
grande.
muchas gracias, Chapulín.
Sí, somos populares
¿Dónde?
en los estudios de arquitectura y diseño.
No.
O sea, no somos, no, ese era el
O sea, era
chiste.
un
No
sarcasmo.
somos, nos odian.
Pero pues si son de
Como
Manizales y
los
Pereira
argentinos
de
odian a
pronto.
los
Que
mexicanos.
no.
Chile ahí roncando.
No, y mira la pose, cómo va a estar cómoda. O sea,
Lo máximo. Sí, parece una borracha.
¿será que no se le daña la columna?
No creo, mi
Me
amor.
da miedo.
No le pasa nada.
Pero le encanta. Ella se
Le
hace así
encanta.
siempre como una tocineta.
Un
¿Así?
tocinito.
Mm. Do you feel that you still get a lot of jet lag? Or has it gone better? Does it ever
When I
get better
travel?
when you travel? Yeah.
No. No,
No?
I'm dreading it because I'm probably going to get to the apartment because I was setting that up with David just to make sure that somebody's there
Mm-hmm.
to open the door for me. S- Probably going to get there at 8 o'clock, around 8 o'clock.
Oh, no.
And
And
the
the next
next
day?
day I have to start.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So
You have to sleep in the plane.
no, I'm gonna tell them. I'm probably gonna take the first couple. I already thought about this, and I think I'm gonna tell them that the first couple of days I need to like, if they want to hang out, I'll be like, no, I need to go to bed.
Yeah.
Like I need to go to sleep, just for the first couple of days, just to give myself a chance to just rest a little bit.
Yeah,
Because I
because
know
it's.
myself, and I'm not gonna be able to sleep for like. I can't sleep on a plane, and I won't be able to sleep that first night for sure. So if I have to, like, if I need to wake up with any sort of feeling that I can perform that day, as my first day,
Mhm.
because I do a demo that day, so I need to be somewhat okay.
Yeah.
Uh, but so I'm probably gonna tell them that the next few days I just let me sleep.
Yeah, because
I'm
it's
gonna sleep
jet
in.
lag plus the 10-hour plus hours of
Yeah,
10 hours plus hours, I said.
yeah, that's
10
how I'm gonna
hour
sleep. That's how I'm gonna talk.
10-hour plus travel.
Yeah, it's more than that. It's a lot more than that.
That's why I said plus.
Yeah,
10-hour plus.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
There's also I'm trying to remember which one it was
What?
that was in Europe that I also got there the night before, and I had to like be okay. Let's do this. And
Well, I do remember that the first time, so 7 years ago, when we went to Menorca, it was like that.
yeah.
Yeah, because remember our bags didn't arrive, and the next
Oh
day
right.
you
The next day
started
I had to like
class.
I
Yeah,
had to
and
do a
I had
demo
to go
also.
to the airport to
Right,
get the
right.
bags. So I do remember that, but I don't know when, because like I have a sense of a memory of you telling me
Sense of a memory.
that you had to like go to sleep, like to force yourself to sleep because you had
Yeah.
to work the next day.
Or at least to like lie in bed
Yeah.
just staring at the ceiling.
No, and again, I mean, we've said this 1,000 times, but sleep is not easy for you. So I feel like
No, no, I'm very light sleeper. The good thing is I don't need a ton of sleep, but I do need the time that I can sleep. I need it to be so if I can do, let's say, 4 or 5 hours straight, I'm really good. I think I'm really, really good.
oh, I would
But
be
I
destroyed.
need it to be straight. I need it to like lie down and be like, yes, I'm gonna rest for these 4 or 5 hours. But if I'm just like waking, if I just try to go to bed, like convince my body to go to bed, and it's just like, are you kidding me, dude? It's like, we're not gonna go to bed at this hour. Yeah, that's not gonna help.
Jeff Akoff was saying, Buenos dias desde Sydney. Speaking of jet lag,
Oh my god.
and Jeff was saying, I'm
Show off.
prying my eyes open to get up today to try to get adjusted.
Oh, Jesus
And like a
Christ.
sleeping emoji. Oh,
Yeah,
Jeff, yeah.
that is
And
not
Jeff
easy.
knows a lot about jet lag because Jeff is traveling
Yeah, Jeff
all the
Lack, they
time.
call him.
Jeff lag, yeah.
Yeah.
That was good.
Yeah, it was right there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It was low hanging fruit.
Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, you can be okay with 4 hours of sleep.
Yeah.
I would be destroyed. But the good
Oh,
thing for
yeah.
me is that I can sleep in a plane, in a car,
Or in an
in a boat,
automobile.
in
That was also super right there, Danny.
okay,
It's a movie, so
no,
yeah, don't worry.
in a rock, in whatever. So
Yeah. Or you were turning it into a Dr. Seuss poem also.
yeah, in a train, in a rock,
No, in a train, in a plane,
in a rock,
in
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 a
in a flock.
block.
In a block, yeah, in a cinder block. That would be good.
I mean, I said it. So
Okay, Daniel Ira.
Raimo Gali. Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, no, let's hear from
Dice, las
Raimo.
orejas han cambiado. Pues claro, Raimo, si Raimo Gali alias
Ah,
Sandalias
no, pero es
lo
que a
dijo
Raimo
hace
además le
rato.
gustaron como
Blop, blop.
sí,
Cuando las
en la
planteaste.
primera instancia.
Y yo tengo que decir que me fascina. Ahora ahí lo tapas mientras lo
Sí.
digo. O sea, esa fingertip, ¿es que se dice?
Fingertit? What?
No, ¿qué?
Uy, mi amor.
El
Bueno, tú
dedito,
eres mujer, tú puedes hablar así,
el
pero...
dedito
Ajá,
y el rojito de la oreja.
sí.
Ah,
A Raimo no le gustaron mucho porque ahí hubo un tono como, ay, cambiaron las orejas, ¿no? Y pues sí, qué pena.
y Raimo dice, sí, el pulgar. Sí, divinos, el pulgar.
Sí, qué pena.
Pulgarcito y orejita.
Qué vergüenza con Raimo. Me disculpo por haberlas cambiado.
No, a mí me encantan, mi amor.
Pero pues qué pena no haberle pedido permiso a Raimo.
So you were saying so.
No, I think we're good. I think we're done.
Yeah, I
think
like
it's
it a lot.
very simple. It's very what we had set out to do, hopefully,
Yes.
which is just start to tackle in terms of design, shape, sense of place, colors relating to each other, sense of atmosphere, hopefully. Yeah, just trying to sort of shape up a pose in very simple ways. We didn't start with a very specific drawing either. We just started kind of brushing color, and then it was all about the masses of color, hopefully being in the appropriate place and generating the appropriate relationships with the other masses of color. But it's very simple. Some of it is very brushy and very maybe perhaps heavily reliant on some mark making, which I would say it's okay. Like those sort of things are the things that I like also. So no, it was good. It was good. It was fun to do. I'm just while you finish off, I'm just gonna do like a small little stroke. So
It wouldn't be you if you
it
don't
wouldn't be me
if you don't say that you're done
and then
and just go back
labor over it and
for
ruin
2
it,
hours
and
more.
then yeah.
Jeff Acuff was saying there's an incredible book called Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker.
Mm-hmm.
Life changer for me once I learned how critical sleep is to memory and health. I started to prioritize it more. Not perfect, but better. Get some sleep, Nico. Yes.
Yeah, but I don't
Sleep.
know how.
Don't wake up to look at your phone.
No,
First
no, I
tip.
don't. I don't do it.
No, I'm just saying in general.
Oh,
Best tip ever.
yeah. I mean, sometimes I'm just like, the thing is, when I do that, like when I look at the phone, when I go for the phone, it means that I've been with my eyes open for like an hour before
Yeah, but I think that happens to you, and there's a lot of people that do that. Like they go to their phone,
Yeah.
and it just like activates your brain again.
Yeah, but my brain is already active. That's the thing. It's already been active for a long time before that, prior to that. To me saying like, okay, so if we're here, fuck it. Like let's read about something or something. I don't know.
I've
But
talked with you about some breathing exercises
yeah,
that
I
are
know.
great. You, I know you don't do them,
No.
but they're good. I mean, they work for me at least.
No, I'm super happy that they work for you. But
When I need them, because I really don't need them usually. I
I
can
know you
fall
usually
asleep.
like if your body feels like it needs sleep, yeah, you're gonna be like, yeah, fuck it.
It
I don't
takes
care
me a
what
little bit to
goes
get
on.
to sleep, but I can go on
Yeah,
and on and on and on. You can go to sleep in like you clap your hands,
yeah.
someone
So
claps
that's
and
the
you're
thing.
asleep.
I don't have trouble going to sleep at all.
No,
Like I
it's like
can,
a switch
yeah. I just put
on
my
and
head
off.
on the pillow
Yeah,
and I'm asleep in like less than a minute.
yeah.
Like, you know, but that's why I'm saying like what I don't get. It's a good. I need a good 4 hour, like 4 straight hours. Like that is like
Like continuous,
that
because
to me
that's
sounds
the
so attractive.
multiply that by three, and that's my. No, I'm joking, but at least by two. Love to
No,
have at least 8 hours of sleep.
and I wish I could say that it was post having children
Hmm.
that it just altered my sleep, and then that you have to become like a super light sleeper. But not really. I
No,
was
you
just
were always
always
like
like
that.
that.
Yeah.
I'm just always like that.
I think
But
I've heard your family say that, and you have told me that it's always been like that.
yeah, I
So,
me particularly, I feel I'm like that. So
no, I feel people are just, there's people that are wired different than other people, and that's fine.
yeah, and then I just wake up if I hear birds singing, I wake up. Like if I see the tiny slither of like sunlight, I wake up. So yeah, so to me, it's just I don't know. I get super activated by the day, like daylight, like it being day in any way. So if it's a rooster, I'm up.
There's no roosters here.
But if there was a rooster, if it's birds, I wake up. If it's
No, if someone sneeze a block away, you wake
oh,
up.
that's like you know,
Killer.
yeah. It's like thank you for ruining my night.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're good. We're good. Yeah, I mean, if I just keep doing this, I'm never gonna stop.
Well, you're saying we're good, and you're
Yeah,
mixing
I
again.
after this last one,
Mm-hmm.
uh,
Mm-hmm.
let's say that we're good.
You're gonna change that. I know you.
Let's say, let's be convinced. Let's try to convince ourselves that we are good. While we're trying to convince ourselves, let's shift it a little bit. And now we may be okay to put this last one in that I was missing and I didn't really notice, then it's terrible. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Go
Now we have
ahead.
to fix it.
So it's a new 24-hour
Oh.
stream.
Okay, let's just leave it like that. If not, then it's perpetual. It's a perpetual painting, never ending,
Story.
never
Oh my
ending.
God, Nicolas.
It's just I don't know what happens. It's actually your fault. I was so ready to put it down.
My fault?
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Raimo Galí dice, haz caso a Dickinson. Y dice, no lo fuerces a acabar. No, yo no estoy forzando a nadie. Raimo.
No, no,
O
no,
sea,
no.
estamos molestando, estamos molestando. No, obviamente no. O sea, puede demorarse lo que quiera. Sandalias. Y yo no, pues no, o sea, es más como por seguir el chiste,
Mi amor, no me
obviamente.
fuerces, no me
Obviamente no.
forces.
Obviamente no te voy a forzar nunca nada. Y Raimo dice, no, se lo digo a Nico.
Sí, 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 yo lo
Ah, que
entendí
no te
también así.
fuerces tú. Ah,
Sí.
pensé que yo iba a decir, no, Raimo.
No me jodas,
No,
Raimo.
no. Que no fuerce la pintura a acabar, dice. Y ahí sigue. Eh, so maybe I
Okay,
can
so
start saying the goodbye.
yeah, please.
Not to push you, not to
No,
force you.
no.
If I finish the goodbye and you're not ready, I can prolong it.
Yeah,
So thank you everyone for being here. Remember we have Instagrams.
yeah.
Nicolas' Instagram is Nicolas Uribe with a B at the end.
Hmm.
And my Instagram is Daniela OCMP. They're over here if you want to check those out. In some time, Nicolas is gonna upload this
When
image
you said over
over there.
here,
Over here, down here. You're
oh,
not
okay.
seeing, but
Oh,
I'm
you were
pointing
pointing
down.
at it. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I have like a little text with the Instagram handles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Nicolas is going to upload this one if you want to check it out in his Instagram. And I uploaded, as we were saying at the beginning, my first kind of like a sneak peek into my process
Yeah.
of wood carving I did. That's on my Instagram too if you want to check it out. And all the things we do, including the paintings Nicolas does and the carvings I do, are available at our webpage. It's
Yeah.
ourpaintedlives.com if you want to check those out. And if you maybe want to get one of the pieces we do,
Yeah.
that would be amazing. That's the way we keep the lights on,
Yeah.
as we always say.
Yes.
And that's it. We've been very happy to be here,
Yeah.
and we hope you have a good day today,
Good day, sir.
good day,
Yeah.
and good sleep.
Oh, so great.
And
Send off, Danny.
we send you a big hug
Okay.
today,
Yeah.
and
Keep going. Like you're killing it there.
oh,
Oh.
and if you haven't
Okay.
subscribed, it
Yeah.
would be very cool if you do, so you can join us in our live streams. And if you ring the bell, that would
Yeah.
be the best way for you to know when we are live,
Yeah.
so you can join us. We really appreciate your company, and we'll see you next time.
Next time.
Next time.
Ne-
The next time. The next.
no, I like that. Next time.
Next time.
Yeah, yeah. So thank you all. We'll see you.
Bye, everyone.